Boop. I already finished my coffee before we even started.
Make another one. You can't go on without coffee.
I know. I gotta go. Oh shit! Hang on. Why this broke? Hang on. Is that right? That's right. Hey, what's up? We are here playing Icewind Dale with the Omen Seekers.
Hey, hey!
Woo! And
What up?
I'm gonna have to get coffee in a second, but I don't have a fully written out recap. I've got the first couple sentences here. Let me read it. Where is it? Just a little bit. And then we'll just go into bullet points.
You killed R2-D2. Lazarus, how could you?
Did he?
I forgot that happened in the last session. That was wild.
Yeah. Ample has had enough.
But at least...
No, sorry, what were you saying?
I was just going to make a joke about Princess Leia being the big bad evil guy, but go on.
Alright. For the written part. Ample has had enough of Nerth Maxildinar, and after seeing Dr. Lazarus's reaction, he knew something had to be done. In return for successfully returning the iron to Bryn Shander, instead of asking for payment, he presses for information. What did Duvessa know about the leader of Targos? Duvessa recalls that Nerth was one of the newest speakers, having only been around for about a year, and had been instrumental in thwarting a previous Zent takeover. In fact, the perpetrator had been sent to Revel's End. Ample explains that she must only know half the story. Nerth was in fact the local leader of the Zentarum, and they needed him out. He must have used his status to send a scapegoat to the prison instead. Duvessa is worried that if this isn't handled properly, it could make the entire local government look incompetent, and so if they were to take him down, they needed cold hard evidence. I wrote Ando instead of Ample. Ample is confident that once Nerth is ousted, he knows of just the person who could take his place, none other than Halligan Lazarus, who already had leadership experience. Before Ample left, Duvessa agreed to meet with the half-orc and seemed to have warmed up to Ample a little more. Back at the Lazarus residence, the doctor sat down in his lazy man recliner, or whatever you want to call it, he had built by hand, and the others gathered around waiting for Ample. Flight had received correspondence from his mother at the prison, and a plan was to be discussed. Although as they waited for Ample to return, they noticed movement across the street. The doctor's threats had had an effect, and it seemed as if Nerth and his men were packing up. And that's all I officially wrote, but let's go over some bullet points that are like 3 pages long. We got a bunch of shit that happened. Dr. Lazarus is ready to kill a man. Let's get to some juicy stuff.
May I ask, before we move on from the Ample stuff, I've got a follow-up question.
Sure.
The person, the scapegoat who was put in prison, that's not the person we're going to break out, right? They're different people?
You don't technically know?
You don't
No,
know.
Ample doesn't. Andrew doesn't either. But Andrew was hoping to find out.
Well, that's something I can't tell you. There's probably been
Fair
a
enough.
number of people
Tom
sent
thinks
to...
he knows.
What?
Lazarus doesn't know. Tom thinks he knows. Lazarus doesn't know.
Yeah.
Same point.
Who does...
So it's a mystery. I didn't realize it was a mystery. I thought we knew who we were.
In character, yes, but Lazarus and Flight would probably, depending on how much you've told them, they'd be able to probably piece it together if they got more info. But I don't know how much of that your Ample is willing to divulge.
No. I just thought that you guys knew exactly who you were trying to break out.
No, we know we're trying to break out. We know,
we're breaking out Flight's dad.
Yeah.
Right, and that's not the scapegoat.
We don't know that Nerf sent somebody. That it was Nerf who caused that as a scapegoat.
So
we're
when
missing that piece of information.
Right, so when Duvessa told me that Nerf had been instrumental in sending somebody away, that was new information to you guys as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
But
gotcha.
in character,
now
you haven't told us that.
I'm on the same page as you guys now. All good.
Cool,
And
cool.
Flight, you've told us that the reason that the reasoning is Zentrum, but you don't know why. Correct?
Uh,
I don't think we've even told him that.
yeah.
No, but he's asking. You
No,
don't know
you
why.
told me.
You personally,
You told
right?
me.
Yeah.
You've told Lazarus, I'm pretty sure.
Who? Flight or Ample?
Oh, Flight. Flight's told Flight.
Yeah,
Flight and
that-
Bree know that the Zentrum sent. That the Zentrum are somehow responsible for Crest ending up in prison.
Do I also
Cool.
know?
Yes, you know that.
Okay.
Bree and Lazarus
what
both
I
know
wanted to
that.
make sure.
All right.
I don't believe Flight has told Ample yet.
No worries. Ample. Yeah, it wants to break that person out. So if they turn out to be two different people, Ample might go off on their own.
Ooh.
I think they
Anyway.
would probably help you with that,
was
but you'll
my-
have to bring that up in character.
Absolutely. I need some in-party allies right now that I don't have yet.
Well, and it could be the same person.
I'll work on it.
Yeah, we don't know yet.
If it is, great. If it's not, I'll figure it out on the fly.
Yeah. Okay, so what else happened here? Dr. Lazarus extracted the Summer Star from Saynar's chest, and he's now holding it and protecting it. Halligan cut his hand open. Dr. Lazarus was not happy about that. He took some of his blood and went to test it to see if it was, well, maybe you don't necessarily know.
Yeah, see if it was magical, right?
Yeah.
And
Ample
it
and
wasn't very
Flight had a
potent.
weird thing. Technically, not really.
No,
Ample
no.
was just like, should we kiss? I don't know. No,
Yeah.
whatever.
Ample misunderstood.
Yeah. I wish I wrote.
Oh yeah, let's talk about all the juicy relationship stuff we had last
Yeah,
session.
speaking about love triangles, I'm not in one, but you guys certainly got in one.
What? What do you mean?
Well,
No.
Ample was like, should we kiss? And then you went and kissed someone else, like the same day or the day after or something like that. So
it was later on, but Flight never played into Ample's notion.
Yeah.
That's right.
that's
At
not how a
all.
love triangle
Flight is-
works, Flight. That's not how a love triangle works.
Well, but maybe
And-
Ample wasn't even. We'll see
I
how
don't
it
even know if Ample
unfolds.
Flight wouldn't even Flight. Like, not only did Flight not play into his notions, he wasn't even sure if he was being serious.
Like, what? Yeah.
Absolutely not. And also, Ample is less of a love triangle and more of a love pentagram or maybe a dodecahedron. So we all good.
Yeah, Dodeca, perfect theme.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, if I
and then I
recall
guess essentially.
correctly, go ahead. Go ahead.
Well, I was just gonna move on to. I mean, I guess you guys then discussed your plans, or at least.
Sorry, I
discussed
need to call
possible-
out something. Ando, are you drinking wine or is that water in a wine?
No, it's water in a wine bottle.
Okay, I thought you were just chugging wine out of the bottle.
Oh, see, I didn't see
No,
the
all
video.
good.
That's awesome.
I don't have
Hey,
video on because my internet gets upset at me. But yeah,
All good.
that sounds hilarious.
All the best water bottles are wine bottles, in my opinion.
Yeah, if I recall correctly, we did plan some stuff with like the pirates in the tavern across from us.
Oh, that's right. I introduced
like,
them to Halligan.
Yeah, we did that. We also I think we got a final price settled on them escorting us both to the island with Professor Scant as well as to Revel's End, but
Mhm,
we still
we need
need
to
get
give
cash
them-
for that.
500 cash to start the two missions, 500 cash at the end of both missions, and a cut of any treasure we find on the island, if any. There might be nothing.
Let me
Yeah.
cover some stuff
And,
before that moment. There was some mention of using a Romeo and Juliet scheme to feign death on Crest to get him out. There was invisibility, maybe someone disguised as Melody, casting jump on him, possibly. Dr. Lazarus cast cure wounds into his guardian. and Flight revealed that he'd been to prison before.
Yeah, 3 times.
Three times. His father was a sailor.
I mean,
Valin is getting impatient about getting to the island. Halligan and Bree have a awkward encounter on the way to bed.
Hopefully.
Well, hopefully. Well, no comment.
More of a socially awkward encounter. That then built into the tension that built up like the morning after when that happened. Yeah. And then
Ample snuck over to the Zent sled and stole one of their uniforms.
That's right.
What do we got? Oh, good. The music's working now. Cool. Okay, let me go back to this.
That's been working for the past few minutes for me.
Oh well, it wasn't playing on the stream observer view. Chwingas have infested Dr. Lazarus's walls. Ample dropped off the iron with Dave. And
actually, Flight did that.
Oh no, Flight. Yeah, that was it. It was Flight did, and then asked for plate armor for Ample.
We commissioned a breastplate for Ample. Yeah.
Okay, well, you know what? You guys were talking about it. If you guys want to start talking about stuff, I just wanted to cover some of those things. What else do you guys remember?
Well, I think
that was
most of it, actually.
Yeah. Anything else we don't need to remember if we haven't.
Yeah. Ample calls.
I think we need to talk about like kissing Trovus.
Yeah.
I think that's where we're starting the session, right?
Yeah, you kissed Halligan, and then Flight went back to the town hall to ask about that treasure hunting mission in Dugan's Hole. And he found Trovus kind of doing the meditation techniques that he taught him. And yeah, after chatting, Flight just leaned in and planted one on him. That's where we left off.
Heck yeah.
Do we think they're gay pirates? Well, they were sailors. Flight admits his father was a sailor. I'm trying to skim through just some of the funny stuff I wrote down.
Flight didn't admit that. He just said like, "Oh, yes, that's a thing with sailors."
Right. Yeah, you didn't make the specific connection. Yeah.
But he did say that his father Crest was a sailor at one point. So.
Bree and Halligan went around the house to discuss the awkwardness and ended up coming back with messy hair. And Halligan went to talk to Devessa, and then Flight went to talk to Trovus. He was meditating. They end up confiding with each other and kind of just talking about their lives. And I guess Flight is talking about his trip to Revel's End to get his parents back, and Trovus is just like, I believe in you. He's just being very comforting, and Flight kind of just grabs his shoulder, leans in, and plants one on him, and that's where we left off.
This is going to be tough when you have to control yet another NPC who's coming along the journey with us now that we're bringing spouses and children along.
Man, there's too many. Oh boy. Okay.
I mean, I wasn't planning on bringing Halligan with us. I think he has a lot to do here.
Trovus either.
No.
Because mainly Trovus is a speaker. He's got responsibilities here. So.
Yeah, it was just like a 2-second stand.
Yeah, Trovus is a speaker.
Cool.
All right.
Which town?
Caer Konig, which is currently burned down. But
yeah,
and that's the third. That was the third large town, right?
No,
it was one of the smaller.
One of the smallest. Excuse me.
It's like the furthest north one.
Cool. Add it to my notes. Let's go.
All right, let me get to the buttons that I need. Where the hell?
Where'd Flight go? What is he doing?
Where are you guys? Did Flight go down to the town hall by himself?
Yes, he did.
Okay. Okay. Well, your tokens are up there, but whatever. It's fine. So you guys.
The rest of them are
Don't worry.
back at Dr. L's place.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, you know what it was? We came down here to get Ample fitted for his breastplate. Or like,
Oh, right,
to
and he
get
had
his
the
measurements
cookies,
taken.
and
Then
they took
he
all
had
of
the
his
cookies,
information
so
and
Ample,
going
I
to
think,
sell
is
it.
still Ample. I think is still there, and then Flight went down the street to the town hall to talk to Trovus, and I think everybody else is still back at Dr. L's place.
And Halligan
Yeah,
is in the office with Duvessa talking about
Yes.
possibly taking over Targos or whatever.
Who knows?
Okay. I still need-
Breeze with Dr. Lazarus after a very awkward conversation.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I'm in my lab. You're in the house, but I'm in the lab. So I was like, no.
Like you brought it up, but then he was like, "You're adults. Do what you want. I'm gonna go in my lab." That's
Yeah.
how it went down.
I do want to make something clear. I don't want to tell Halligan about the plan to make him the leader of Targos yet. I would want him to talk to Duvessa simply about joining his tribe with 10 towns, right? If we can start that connection, then once there is a power vacuum and a leader is necessary, we'll have one ready.
Right.
So
He's
it's like
already
between
got-
me and Duvessa, it's like the base level of knowledge, and then everyone else we bring in, we just give them whatever we need. So Halligan is being given information of saying, "Hey, you seem to be a good leader. You want to join us become a bit more legitimate and make, bonds with 10 towns. That's a great thing. Hopefully, she's secretly vetting him for leadership, but that's up to her."
Okay. So we're getting him on deck for when the time comes.
That's right. Yeah.
Perfect.
Because I just met him yesterday, so I don't know if I can trust him with the conspiracy to take down Max.
Okay.
That's
makes
right.
sense.
Sildanar.
Max, by the way.
Okay. For sure. Okay. Well, then let's get right in here. Oh man, I have no idea. So yeah, Flight leans in and kisses Trovus, and Trovus doesn't pull back or anything. I guess he does. He kisses you back. But after a few seconds, I guess you come apart, and he looks at you just for like a long time. Just like looking into your eyes, and his eyes almost start to water a little bit, and he's just like,
Oh, Flight. It's been a while since I've been like this. Oh my gosh, you are bringing back some memories I tried to suppress.
Flight's gonna hold his hand in front of his mouth, and it's just like he's gonna just like tilt his head and smile at him. Just kind of gonna keep that silence there for a second,
mm,
and just gonna let Trovus feel whatever he feels, and then he's gonna stand up. Gonna pull Trovus up with him as well.
okay.
okay, and I guess he wipes some of his tears, which is weird, and he's just like,
Dragonborn cry? Do they have tear ducts? I guess so.
oh yeah, I don't know, maybe.
Yeah, they do.
They do
I
now.
imagine they do.
Yeah, he's leaking something. And what is this? Is this fucked up again? God damn it. Well, that's not fun for me. Okay. Hang on, I'm sorry, guys.
It's all good.
I mean, shouldn't be my focus right now, but if I can get this to go.
If it's the music, I'm hearing it fine.
Yeah, it's just not playing on the stream. Here, I can do this. I'm gonna turn the audio off on this.
I didn't
one.
realize the song was called "Kissing Trovus" in our founder group.
Yeah.
And then I'll just turn up the volume on this one. There we go. Okay, that'll work.
Oh, it's working now? Cool.
Yeah. Well, I'm playing it just through my DM login. Okay. And he's. What does he say? I mean, he's kind of speechless. He's kind of like thinking about something hard, and he's.
Flight just looks at him, not saying anything for the moment. He just wants to kind of look at Trovus's at the emotions of Trovus's face right now.
Classic cat move to do something wild and then just wait to see the reaction.
Flight, I don't know if you know how many buttons you're pushing right now. You're
Flight,
not
at that Flight actually chuckles a little bit.
I believe it or not, but you're not the first tabaxi
And as he stumbles over his words and stuff, I guess, just a crazy wind picks up outside, and you actually, actually, the wind probably picked up before that. And at this point, you guys hear like screaming in the streets, and Markham Southwell runs in through the front door and is just screaming for Duvessa.
Duvessa! Holy crap! There's beamers outside! We gotta get the militia together! What the fuck is going on?
And Trovus is like, what?
Markham, tell me what's going on. We have the same voice. You can trust me. What are these beamers you're talking about?
No,
They're those hooded guys with the light heads. They're at every gate.
Oh shit!
Flight kind of widens his eyes. The walkers. They're converging now.
Markham, chill, relax. What is this? The beamers you said? I know. Yeah, I forgot. You coined that term last week. I'm still getting used to it. What? They're outside. What's going on?
I don't know. There's about 8 or 9 of them at each gate, and they're just lighting up the exits. I don't know if they're going to attack or what.
Flight is gonna like look up at Trovus, and he's gonna just like and he's just gonna kind of squeeze his arm. I have to go, but stay safe, all right?
You too. Let's kind of keep this on the lowdown right now. I don't know how the other speakers would think.
Flight just gives him a firm nod. He's like, I don't know how people will react either, but I meant it was. I guess it was on the mind, and I did mean it.
Oh no, I'm not. It's fine. I have to process this, and
There'll be time for that. Right
you
now,
remind me of my ex. You remind me so much of my ex.
Wow, this guy's baggage.
Ouch.
This guy's baggage.
The secondhand awkwardness is just like making me cringe so hard.
Flight actually just lets out another hearty chuckle at that.
Okay, we got to put that aside. Let's see what we can do. I'll go to the south gates, and you go whichever gate you want.
I'm gonna call. Yeah, he just nods at him. He's gonna call after Markham. Where are the most of them gathered?
It's just every gate. I just pick one and they're there. It seems like 8 or 9 at each gate.
Damn it.
Uh,
Flight kind of bites at his knuckle, and he's gonna look over at like all the speakers, Trovus, Duvessa, and Markham's a speaker, isn't he?
He's the militia captain of this town.
Oh, he's the militia captain. Okay. Then he'll just kind of look over at all of them. Gonna say, I need to go grab Ample, and I need to go grab Dr. Lazarus and Bree.
As you say that, or think that,
keep the townspeople safe. We might have trouble. We might not.
as you say that to the speaker, Ample bursts in through the front door and calls out, "Beamers! Beamers at the gates! They're everywhere!"
Above game, do we actually know what they're called?
Light walkers.
Yeah, I'm just saying if we know that in character.
Because I mean, they could be called anything. Technically, they're unique to this campaign, so like you could make up whatever name you wanted. Oh, you're muted.
Yeah, no, I was just wondering if we heard a name for them in character or not. But yeah.
Yeah, Markham just said it, and apparently he's been coining the phrase for weeks.
Yeah, I guess they're beamers. Yeah, you know what they're called.
Yeah.
Okay, beamers.
That sounds way too much like boomers.
No, I know.
Yeah, that was the point.
Amazing.
Oh man.
Yes.
We're sticking with it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gonna go fight a bunch of boomers now.
So let's reconcile.
Ample,
Hang on.
go find Dr.
Ample
Lazarus now.
had left Dr. Lazarus. It doesn't matter. Yeah. So Ample is
No,
there,
he
and then
he left the blacksmith.
because he
Yeah,
was
I let the
yeah.
blacksmith came back for Flight and Halligan, or just Flight, whoever.
Gotcha. Okay, so yeah, I guess you guys rush back to Dr. Lazarus's house as the winds are just going nuts. A blizzard starts up. And I guess you're kind of close to the gates, and so you can kind of see these beams whoosh, whoosh, just a bunch of them. It's like maybe like a grand opening is happening outside.
What do we know about these guys? Have I fought them with you guys before, or?
Yes, you have.
I have.
One of
Okay.
these things
At the
actually
Elven
almost killed
Tomb?
Flight.
Right. Yes.
yeah.
Okay. So they're susceptible to. Do we know if they're susceptible to anything before we head out?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Okay. Also, did Halligan come with them?
Yeah, he
Did
would.
you guys
grab
grab
him
him on your?
specifically,
Okay. Yeah.
Well, I'm
Yeah.
guessing he heard Flight say Dr. Lazarus, and like I'm guessing he was somewhat concerned by that. So.
Oh yeah. Well, and yeah, because he came out of the office with Duvessa, and he wants to help, so he just follows whoever. Let me look here. Do you?
So does it seem like this is going to be like whichever gate we go to, the other 3 gates will be handled by like the militia and stuff? Or is this like all 4 gates we specifically need to go to? What are you thinking?
No, yeah, I think the militia Markham is gathering militia, and they are going to the other gates. There may even be some militia up there, although, yeah, I don't know. I mean, if there's 9 of
Whoever's
them,
on duty would be there, but that's about it.
yeah.
How big is this city, Alex?
This is huge. This city is here. Let's just go to this big old map. I think it's like 2,000 feet across or something.
Wow.
Ah,
Not shabby.
Wow.
Not too shabby.
okay.
And what gate are we closest to?
2,500. 2,500.
That one.
Oh,
I
you're,
see.
yeah, you're
I
closest
see
to
where
the
I come.
northern gate.
Perfect.
Okay.
But nobody's came and got us yet. We can just see the wind starting to whip up, right?
So I guess we should go to the northern gate.
Correct. Well, yeah, I guess they don't. You guys don't technically know. You just know that a blizzard is starting and the wind is whipping around like crazy. Your shutters are.
I'll come out of my
to the
office at
prison.
that point.
Yeah.
What is going on? We don't know.
I'm guessing at this point, Flight, Ample, and Halligan are like running up the road as they're coming out.
Yeah, I mean, unless Bree and Dr. Lazarus were talking about anything about the wind, but no. Yeah. So Flight and Ample and Halligan run up the street towards the house. Do you go inside and talk to them, I guess, or what's next?
Beamers!
I was-
Beamers at the gates!
I
We're
just got
being
back from the town
attacked!
hall. There's more of those hooded, glowing face things.
Well, let's fight them on our terms then.
We
I'm gonna walk over to Steinar and
There's 8. There's 8 or 9 at each of the gates.
What are you saying to Steinar?
give me the device.
You have the device.
No,
No,
he
I've
hasn't.
had him. Steinar's had it.
Oh, he's just holding it. Okay.
Yeah, he pulled it out and gave it to him.
Yes, master. Wait, is this a trick question? I'm supposed to protect this.
Give it to me.
All right.
You're allowed to
I
give
can
it to
hold
the
it too if you
person
want.
you're protecting it for, like, yeah.
Okay, so yeah, he gives you the Summer Star.
Shall we give them what they want?
Wait, we're giving it?
In a way, I activate it.
What?
Oh, God. Dude.
I know how to piss them off.
Oh, God. Okay. I wasn't even thinking you would do that. I should have thought.
How big's the city?
I think it's
Under
big enough
5
to-
miles.
Yeah, it's like five. I think it's 5 to 8
5 mile
miles, something
radius,
like
I
that. I think the
Right.
city is. If it's
One
hang
truck.
on. How many feet are in a mile?
Like five some odd thousand.
May I interject just before we activate this thing and say, Doctor, as much as I appreciate your swift action, may I suggest a little bit of presentation? Hold off. Wait until we get to the gate and everyone can see us.
Fair enough. I'll tuck it in my coat pocket.
Okay. Oh boy. All right.
We're here to create a reputation for our group as well. We need to think about that.
Are we?
Have you
Okay.
guys ever heard of a manager? What's the word I'm looking for? Promotional. Doesn't matter. Someone, a promoter. That's the
A
word.
promoter,
I thought
yeah.
of the word. Yeah.
Promoter,
Have you
yeah.
ever guys thought of hiring a promoter? I could do some pro bono work for you out of the kindness of my heart.
Perfect example. Look, we found a task for you.
Pro bono.
Let's go.
Lead the way, my friend.
Huzzah!
Flight's gonna do some warm up, quick warm up stretches before heading towards the gate.
Should we bring the whole crew or send others to reinforce other gates?
I think we should.
Uh,
I'd rather have as few casualties here as possible.
Yes.
Okay. So who are you bringing
I
to
mean,
the gate?
who-
The militia are gathering at each of the gates. If you guys can promise to stay safe, then perhaps you can actually be of some help at each of the gates.
Wait, are we thinking of splitting our party up?
Not the party,
like
but just
our-
the
extras.
Maybe
The
sending in
extras.
parties.
Okay.
Yeah, like send
I
the
was
extras
gonna
to one
say,
of the other gates or
there's a whole
something.
song about that. We shouldn't do that.
I say we stick the robot and Steinar, have them head to one gate.
mhm.
Then we can have Radisson and Dave do another. We have left Villain. Villain, you're powerful enough on your own, correct?
That's it for the third. And that's
And the
it.
Cobalt.
Oh,
And the
stop.
Cobalt.
There is Halligan as well, but I look over at Halligan. You can come with us, or maybe go with Flynn. I don't know.
No, yeah, I'll come with you guys. I mean,
Heck yeah.
yeah, I'm coming. I'm gonna go.
Yeah,
He
Halligan
would
goes
probably be
with
the
you guys.
easiest NPC to control.
Well, it wasn't even like technically. Yeah, I should have had him go somewhere else, but he was just sticking around with Bree
all
at the
good.
moment. So Halligan is
Yeah.
coming.
So it's
Technically
settled.
nothing. That made complete sense.
Us to the north, Dave and Radisson heading to the east, Berlin and the Kobolds to the south, Shield's Guardian and Sanar to the west.
I'll go over and give Ravison a quick hug before we part ways, and just tell her to be safe. I can't
To
Don't
Ravison?
lose time on us before we get Professor
Yeah,
Scant
to
back to you.
Ravison. I'll be like, I can't lose another mentor. And she'll.
Why don't I have that? Son of a bitch. I'm so unorganized right now, guys. Sorry.
It's all good.
Where's her fucking picture? God damn it. There's so many people now that it's like, where the hell? Okay, I can just go back to Lonelywood. That's
You
where
need
she
to give us less
lives.
opportunities to convert NPCs to our class.
It's like I can't throw anything at you without just them joining the team. Did I delete the
Hey,
whole
random
thing?
bad guy, join us.
Yeah, exactly. I know. I'm just
It's
too
almost like
willing
you
for them to change sides. Okay,
Don't
yeah,
worry.
good
It's
point.
it's almost like you're subconsciously wanting to play with us and not against us.
Right,
Yeah.
I know, right? I'm just trying to be part of the
DM.
team.
I'm sorry I was quiet for so long. I just, no, I was thinking about my sister and you, and you stay safe as well. Oh God, I don't know if I should fight these things. They're probably coming after me. You guys talked
I
me
don't think
out
they're
of.
coming after you specifically.
Well, I don't know. I was with the Frost Maiden until you talked me out of it. She's probably pissed.
Yeah, and this isn't the first time that these things have been sent at us.
They're probably
Isn't even
after
the second.
Summer Star, not you specifically. But yes, be extra careful. And do you have
They probably wouldn't
any
be
way
too-
of letting
probably
me
won't
know
be too
if you're in
happy to see
trouble?
you. Maybe.
I can't remember.
I could
if that-
definitely send a letter. I might even have Animal Messenger to send you. Yeah, I've got Animal Messenger. So if you see like a bird or something that can talk, then that's probably just listen to it.
That's
If
saying
I'm-
help,
Not
help
unusual
me.
for me. Not unusual for me. I will. Which gate are you going to again?
I'm going to the East Gate.
East
Okay.
Gate.
Okay.
If I may interject into your conversation real quick, Radisson, send Dave. He can hide better than anybody. He can make it to us.
Is he going to be
what I'm
faster
talking
than a
about.
bird
I can negotiate. I can
going
fight.
over the buildings?
True.
Yeah.
All right. Come on, little man. Bring you and your beard over here. We're going to the East Gate.
Okay. Cool. So let's
Is that
see.
like a flirting neg? Like little man with the beard?
Love is in the air, guys.
Oh god.
That's right. Love and frost.
And cat cuddle.
Oh wow. All spotlights on us.
Ooh, yeah,
Now
you
is
exit
the
the
appropriate-
gate, and each one of their beams is just shining like spotlights on the front gate. You see a figure behind them, kind of just silhouetted a little bit, and
we're
but like a
Team
weird,
Rocket.
like Sims like floating diamond above their head.
Interesting.
I am stone.
What?
Standing out in the open.
Oh.
Not doing that. Second I see that, not
Yeah, can
standing
we
out
get
in
up on
open.
the wall?
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I can. There's walls, so I'll have to drag you there.
Oh, I'm just randomly over.
Well, where? I don't know where you want to be, but
I do not see anything.
Oh, this is a giant map. Holy hell.
yeah, this map is huge. Here, can I pull you
Oh,
guys
there
to
it
it?
is.
Yeah.
Do you want to go half on one side of the gate, half on the other? Yeah, Ample wouldn't necessarily or Andrew doesn't want Ample to bunch up with everyone.
Okay.
Oh.
So you guys over there like that.
I don't really have any
I'm
magic
seeing
to help make you look more impressive, Dr. L, but Ample thinks now is the time. He looks to you and gives you a thumbs up. It's time, Doctor. Give him a show.
Do the rest of us agree?
Sure, go for it.
Now's as good a time as any. As we can still use it for as long as we can still use it to end the winter altogether.
We have one more charge, correct, Alex?
I thought you've only used it the once, right?
Yes, I don't know why it did that. It made a thingy. I'm trying to do a measuring thing to see how far away they were, and it did a thing, and I hate it.
I can delete
How do
it.
I make? There we go.
I think you're on template tool rather than measuring tool. You'll have to go back up to the player button, and then go to the ruler under that.
Yeah. That's what I'm on. I'm just on the ruler. Oh, there we go.
There's like a separate ruler thing, yeah.
Okay.
And I'm just seeing the map of Brinchander right now. Like, there's like...
That's what it kind of is.
Yeah, that's what we're on right now.
This is like the perfect time for me to use my Horn of Blasting.
Oh, shit.
I see Halligan's token at the north gate, but that's the only token I see. So.
Oh, yeah, Brian. Lazarus and I are over there as well.
Do we see Fancy Pants? Can we see him?
Pants?
Yep.
Oh, the guy. Yeah, the guy. Yeah, kind of. You see him silhouetted behind, like the beams are kind of ricocheting, but the light is kind of ricocheting back, and he's just slightly visible. But you can see like the weird diamond floating above his head.
I'm just gonna. What time of day is it?
It is morning. It's daytime. Oh, so yeah, actually, you can probably see everyone clearly. It's like never daytime. It's 11 a.m. So the sun just rose an hour ago.
If I can see, I'm not going to turn this thing off. I activate it now.
Okay. Dr. Lazarus activates the Summer Star, and just a big whoosh of energy shoots out from it in all directions, in at least a 5-mile radius. This town is only half a mile wide, so it encompasses everything. Whew. Oh, well, okay. No, that's not true. I was going to have it destroy them, but that's not... They were still...
That's not how it worked the first time we activated it.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Okay. So yeah, it melts all the snow in a 5-mile radius. It's I guess it's just muddy because the grass hasn't grown, and it's almost like it's summer.
Good, because I still need because I might need the water still. So
all of Flight's igloos are gone as well.
I don't know about that. They were that was some pretty thick ice that I made with that. So
they're probably melting, but there's probably still somewhat there.
And I can remake them if
make
need
more.
be.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, the people in the houses are like, "Whoa, no, my stuff is getting all wet." Okay. Shit. So there's just this giant, like, sphere of summer encompassing Bryn Shander right now. Yeah, they're pissed. Oh, God damn it. Okay. Anything else anyone's doing? This figure starts to approach towards the gate, past these beamers.
I'm going to symbiotic entity just in case.
Okay.
We can probably get a much better look at them now that there's not a whole bunch of snowstorm in the way, right?
Nice.
Oh yeah, you end the
blizzard's gone.
The blizzard. Oh wow, that's pretty powerful.
Ample will call. Oh, go on, please. This is your moment.
I couldn't see you, and I drop my hand on my shoulder, and the turret comes from the blood pool on my shoulder. Now I can.
And you're saying that to the figure walking forward?
Yep.
Oh, no. Where was he? Oh.
Can I switch places with my son?
Yeah.
That freaking Jean-Luc Picard? What is that?
He's wearing like this white robe. He's wearing this. Oh, great! It doesn't make the picture go away.
That's fine.
Programmed that wrong.
We still want to take a look at him.
Yeah.
Does he in fact have an Ioun stone floating around his head?
Give me a perception check, or an
Okay.
insight check rather. Because you see the thing.
Wildly,
We see the
that's
thing. Would this be
wildly
an Arcana
detailed
check?
art. Yeah. Wow.
Oh yeah, I
heck
guess.
Yeah.
Well, whatever you want, an insight or an arcana, whatever.
I have already rolled
Arcana.
insight.
Okay.
25.
Wasn't
Oh,
looking-
I don't.
Oh,
I don't
25.
know.
Okay. Actually, from what you know of iron stones, this doesn't actually seem to be. It's not like revolving around their head. It's just kind of floating. But
It's
you
just
notice.
said Sims diamond, and that was the only thing I could think of.
No, yeah, that was a good thought for sure. And actually, I guess as he approaches, you see that on the little diamond thing is just like a snowflake kind of symbol in the middle of it, and it kind of glows.
Cool. I'm definitely aiming for that.
I've come to send a message, and I hope you take it seriously. The Frost Maiden has heard that you will not be sacrificing anyone this coming new moon. And we beg for you to reconsider, or else.
I look around at all of you. Think we should reconsider.
Fuck that.
I think we should reconsider
Flight's
and make a sacrifice.
Flight's gonna slowly hold up a middle finger to this guy.
I'm with you. Yeah.
We'll sacrifice you.
I'm with you, Doctor. I think that's right. Our sacrifice just walked in.
Perfect. So it's settled. You have one chance to leave.
Or you'll feel the heat of the Omen Seekers. He'll try to project that as loudly as possible to any bystanders.
So I guess Dr.
Check roll
Lazarus, give me
performance
like an
check for that.
intimidation or a right? Do you think it's
Could
more
I help?
intimidation than persuasion?
I'm terrible either way, but did Ample help me?
Yeah,
I've got
Ample did help, so
intimidation
you
as
can
well.
have advantage on it.
Yeah, either way, I don't think it matters for Dr. Lazarus. Yeah, but it's a -1 either way.
Bad bedside manner. Fair enough.
And we'll say that militia.
Oh, I did disadvantage. I thought I did that backwards.
That's
Oh,
fine. I can still
whoops.
click it and see.
Yeah.
15,
Uh,
15
it
that's
was
a 14
a- instead of
advantage.
12.
And that would be a
15
14.
minus
So
1,
14. Okay.
I think you might be overestimating how powerful you are. I mean, what is temporary summer going to do to stop us and our army?
Soon enough, it won't be temporary.
Oh, wouldn't you like that? You meddle in affairs you know nothing about.
I would like that. Yes, thank you.
Who's this guy? What?
Don't.
Ample turns to you guys and says, "Who is this guy? What?"
You're the
What
one who
a
showed
man.
up at our
Do we
door.
not
You're
know?
the one who showed up at our doorstep first. Why don't you learn some manners and introduce yourself first?
Oh, I have him named wrong. Let's just see something.
Garth Maxwell Danar.
We don't need names of dead men.
Also,
Right.
a later thing, my symbiotic entity isn't scaling properly. The description on there shows 24, and it should be 28 at this level, but I just...
Okay.
It doesn't add my temp HP when I use the feature anyways,
So
but
powerful.
Well, good catch. No, for
yeah.
sure. I might have to actually run an import on your character.
Yeah.
Were you able to add it though to yourself?
Yeah, I just add it. Well, when I use the feature, it doesn't add the temp HP anyways. It's just I had to go to my character sheet on D&D Beyond because I'm like, I think it's supposed to be more than that.
I'll change the description.
Yeah.
Okay, so Dr. Lazarus tried to intimidate this guy. What in the heck is he?
Flight asked for his name.
Mhm.
Oh, right. Oh, yeah, and then I click this.
My name is. These are all female names. God damn it.
I clicked.
That's a bit of a mouthful. Do you have a nickname?
That's just my birth name.
Oh.
I go by Terry.
Terry.
Oh gosh. That just made me want to kill you even more.
Listen,
Oh, you guys are bloodthirsty, aren't you?
listen,
Well, if you're
Terry.
so bloodthirsty, I don't. I mean, surely, yeah. I mean, I could be a sacrifice, but the maiden needs to get
Terry,
her
that's
power
just-
from somewhere.
That's right, Terry. That's just playing into your game. What you need to do now that you've delivered your message is take a message back to the Frost Maiden and tell her that she doesn't have a monopoly on Icewind Dale anymore. Right? Her winter is not here to stay. She's. It's time for her to be afraid. Afraid of the rest of us. And he points towards not just the Omen Seekers, but the people of 10 Towns who are hopefully getting their weapons ready behind us.
Yeah, actually, like you guys are up on the wall, and a lot of the militia are running out the front gate and just kind of lining up in battle stances, just kind of lines, getting ready, holding out their spears.
We're coming for her. She better get ready.
Wow. Wow. All right. Well,
Ta-ta!
if that's how you want to play it,
I like
Oh, no,
fire.
the second he said ta-ta, he got shot in the mouth with my cannon.
oh, no.
The second he said ta-ta, I went...
To Ample?
No,
to
to
the
the
guy.
dude.
Oh, I
Terry.
thought you were like,
Terry.
Ample does not use that kind of language. Wow.
No, the second Ample said ta-ta, I shot him before he could get his next few words out.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and shoot him. I think you're on measure still, but yeah, there you go.
I'm still on a black screen.
You're still on a black screen? I think your token's just weird. Hang on. How about now?
Yeah, now I can see.
Cool. Sorry about that.
Although I can only see mine and Halligan's, so maybe I should
Yeah,
refresh.
because the walls are kind of limiting from the other thing.
Yeah,
They're on the other post. It's.
I will give it a reload.
No. It's.
No, it's
That's
supposed
how
to be
it's supposed
that
to be.
way.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because
Well,
of
I
the walls,
just
like
didn't
we
plan
can't see
for you
you
to
guys
stand on the
either.
walls. Yeah. Okay, so Dr. Lazarus blast this guy back. Yeah, that totally lands on him. Just whoosh. Hit your damage. It knocks him back on his back. He's prone now.
Okay.
It doesn't knock him prone.
No, yeah, he just wasn't I know it doesn't technically, but he like
Oh.
tripped on some rocks,
Sorry,
pushing
Kevin.
him backwards. He takes a bunch of damage and falls over, and then kind of just picks himself up off of the ground and kind of brushes off the snow and
There's no snow.
Oh, damn it! Yeah.
so much
There's
Mud.
just
On
mud.
his nice white
mud.
robes.
Oh yeah,
It
he's
is
all
not-
mud. I guess he slid in the mud a little bit.
Do you
Uh-huh.
do you speak for everyone in this town? All 1,200 of you.
Look over the
is
wall
he
behind
addressing
us.
Ample?
What'd you say,
Or
Ample?
just us? Is he addressing Ample specifically, or us as a group? I'm open to us as a group.
Yeah, you as a group, or I mean, yeah, Ample or Dr. Lazarus, the two people who've been interacting with him.
I hold my hand out like you go, Apple.
He says, sorry, what did he say? He says, do you speak for everybody?
Mm-hmm. For the whole
He
town.
says, for the whole town. I'll say, they can speak for themselves. Open the gate! And hopefully I'll encourage the townspeople to like come out and help us fight these people if necessary, or
Well,
at least
we already have the militia.
make a
out
show
here,
of-
so-
They're already out there.
Oh,
Well, the militia
yeah,
are. But I think he's
yeah,
talking about just some townspeople to speak, right?
well, all people, like if they come up onto the walls with us with like rocks and shit, or if anybody's brave enough to go out the gate with like a pitchfork or something. I'm hoping that we can inspire hope in these people right now, because we've just done a big display of taking away the winter around the biggest town in 10 towns with the most refugees in it. Like, right now is a moment of triumph for normal people. So I'm hoping that they'll join us and get behind the Omen Seekers.
Okay.
Now that we're at 7th level, we should be pretty influential.
So I guess you turn around away from outside into the gates, and I guess what you're seeing is just a lot of the townspeople kind of rushing away from the wall. A lot of them seem scared to death. They're running away, but you can try to, talk to them.
That would make sense. At least if the militia's out here, we could take a step forward. Like as if we're not playing a defensive game. Does that make sense? Like they think that they have us on the defensive. We need to show them that we're not. Does that make sense?
Yeah. You can try to instill bravery in the people that are running away, or you can just yell at the militia to go forward, because they're obviously there to fight.
I could do a performance check or something to try to, if not get the militia to kind of step forward and outside the gates as if they have more confidence, but maybe even some regular townspeople as well to at least stop running because they feel like they're safe enough.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead. Give me a performance
that's what I'm
check.
hoping for anyway.
And maybe
Thank you for letting me do this wild stuff.
No, yeah, I'm into it. It's the wild stuff that fills in what's happening, Oh, great.
Pretty scary.
What do you say? Or I mean, you don't have to actually give.
I think he's said enough. But as he turns around and says, "We can speak for ourselves," or they can speak for themselves, he'll turn around and see there's half the people he was expecting, or only a small percentage of the people he was hoping for.
Yeah. And
at least the militia's there.
You're seeing a lot of people kind of at the center of town, just building up. Everyone's booking it from the outside edges.
At this point, Flight's going to speak up.
Okay.
Amazing.
Although I will say before Flight's talking, with your performance, Ample, a couple of the militia guys step forward. A number of them are kind of shaking there, but they're all still outside. And yeah,
Makes
Flight,
sense.
what are you doing?
Flight's going to step up like up on this palisade, get as high up as he can. I don't think it matters at this point how many we speak for. You have to get through us in order to get to anyone else.
Okay. All right. If that's how you want to play it, then we'll see you on the new moon then.
And he vanishes. It just from bottom up, whoosh, the diamond above his head vanishes with him, and then all of the lights in these guys' hoods just go out, and their cloaks just fall to the ground.
How long until the new moon?
How long until the new moon? That's a good question.
gives us a timeline for Armageddon.
Okay, I think you might be able to look at the calendar, but let me see here. I'm
Oh,
here.
sure.
It's the 22nd, and the new
What's that?
moon will be on the 1st of next month, so a little bit less than a 10
Just
day.
under a 10-day.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Hmm.
Our prison plan is now in a time crunch, I think.
Maybe.
I think a lot of our things are on a time crunch now.
Hmm. This is juicy. I love this. This is peak D&D, guys.
What do you guys think?
Bree's like, man, I mushroomed out for nothing. Kind of looks disappointed.
You look
when she
so
looks down at
cool,
him.
though.
I wanted to fight those
Uh,
guys.
Yeah, I know, but I wanted to. Aw.
Got any
Man.
fun ones?
I always have fun ones, Ample. I always have fun ones. And she looks over at Halligan to see how he is reacting to all of this.
He's kind of in shock. He's shaking his head. He's just like,
God damn it, we pissed her off. Fuck.
No, this is a good
Well, that was
thing.
the point.
This is a good thing.
At least to some extent.
If we're on
Very
the ground,
bold of them, in my opinion.
You guys are mighty confident, but I just fear with her power, we are in over our heads. If we, oh God, I mean, if we can end this winter, I don't know, how is it even?
Halligan, haven't you been listening to us? We all need to come together and do this as, like, all of 10 towns.
go get your men.
Like, arm in arm. You're already doing it with the tribes and the goblins and now potentially joining 10 towns. Like, you're already on the right track to fixing all of this with us. Don't lose hope.
I clear some mushrooms away from my palm and I grab his hand and I'm like, we've got this. We can do this.
Absolutely.
No,
It's not like the alternative's any better.
I say we use the time we have to prepare. We make Bryn Shanda a wrecking ball. The ground's soft. We can dig now. Dig trenches. If you go get your men, we'll have power. Grab the goblins, we'll have numbers.
Flight, is an igloo the only shape you can make with that ice?
No. Why?
We could create temporary barriers, like
Need to be
Dr.
cold for that
Lazarus is
again.
saying.
I need to be cold for that again, and it's going to take me a while to get.
Yeah,
them
I
around
can
the whole
use.
thing.
I can use Shaper
How long does
to do that. I'm concerned if we use ice, they'll just have some way of, because they're kind of like ice affiliated people. I'm concerned that they'll
And I
Just-
can't do that trick
I'm
again.
hoping
No,
that
it
they
said it actually seemed to
won't be able to
seemed
break
prove an
down.
effective barrier last time I used it against them.
True.
Like, if they
The
were
thing
fire
is
creatures,
time and
I'd be
energy.
more worried.
Me too.
But how long does the summer last around the town?
24 hours.
24 hours. Yeah. So after that 24 hours, you can make ice walls again.
I can.
But that's
I could technically make. I could technically make them now, but they'll probably melt.
Sure.
Why don't we continue this conversation in the hall? Get the speakers involved. And if you are all behind the plan of turning Bryn Shanda into the last bastion of defense against the winter, we make a stand.
let's do
Yep.
it.
Wasn't
I give Halligan's hand a squeeze.
wasn't
Thank
Orion
God
supposed
we
to
have
get
an
here with
endless
those-
cauldron of soup.
Wasn't
And
Orion
Halligan-
supposed to get here?
Halligan is just kind of
Flight's
like
gonna-
staring off. He's not like scared or anything. He's just pondering, and he squeezes your hand back.
Mm-hmm.
Then Flight's gonna speak
yeah.
up and says, Where the hell's Orion? We sent for him and those gnome octopus guys like yesterday, didn't we?
That's true. They should be
Gnome
showing up.
octopus guys.
No, yeah, right.
Was that an oh, they should be showing up, I forgot, Alex, or an oh, they should be showing up?
To me,
More
it
the
makes
latter.
sense
I know
because,
he's supposed to be here soon.
he said it was 8 hours to travel, and if he got the message yesterday, left this morning, then he's probably halfway here.
That
Unless he
seems
left
true.
last night, which means he should have been here already.
Either way, him showing up
Yeah.
is neither in or there.
Yeah.
We need.
Please go.
No, we need to start the. Steven's pretty adamant about starting the defense of 10 Town. We've definitely just. We've hit the beehive. We've hit the beehive. We have smacked the beehive hard.
Absolutely. I'll put a hand on Halligan's shoulder, and I'll look him. I'll make him give me eye contact. I will force myself into his eye contact, and I'll say, Halligan, it's time to get your people together and get them ready for a fight. I think you should go back to your tribe and bring them here. And get the goblins and bring them here as well. We could use all the help we can get. Take Spellix with you.
I will, although...
Take the cart with the polar bears. Take the polar bear cart back.
Well, should I... No, we shouldn't... I'm worried about Orion. He's probably safer here than going out through the tundra, or...
He's already on his way.
We
He doesn't know
need-
what's happened yet, so
do
he
need an
probably isn't in
improvement.
any danger. Once he's here, that's when he's in the hot seat. Don't worry about him yet. Worry about your people.
All
Go
right.
get them.
I'm confident I can lead my men. We'll go negotiate some sort of deal with these goblinoids, and we'll come back.
The town should be ready with the supplies by now. So take them back to your tribe, get the goblins, and bring them here. We can't do this without everyone. Obviously, the goblins are the most volatile factor, so if they stay, they stay. But we could really use their help. They're great builders.
Got it. All right. I guess I'm.
He goes. He goes to hug you, Dr. Lazarus. He pats you on the back, and he's just like,
I will help you end this winter. For the Lazaruses, if nothing else.
Make it through this winter.
Indeed. Bring back sunlight, if anything.
Agreed. And I give my son a hug back.
It's...
he's about to say something and then stops and then just leaves. Confident walk, knows what he's doing. And how
You're muted.
You're gonna pull him back before he leaves, and she's like, "You're not leaving without this." And she gives him a quick kiss, and she's like, "Now go." And she pats his butt.
He hops a little bit.
Ample absolutely does that in character, woo! Acts like it's a sitcom, and we're an audience who's just seen someone kiss.
Don't forget. Don't you? Oh, actually,
And I guess he reaches and he looks at his clothes. Oh, yeah, he's got his puffy shirt. He takes one of the frills from the puffy shirt and just kind of tears it off. Pulls out some hair.
Starts as if he's just been stabbed.
Kind of weaves it just really quickly and just is like, it's
a friend of it's a relationship bracelet.
Oh, so cute.
He full out starts crying.
I saw
She's
you
just
like bracelets.
I do like bracelets. You're the first person to ever give me one. I'm always giving them. And she's just like, she's shaking too hard to put the bracelet on, so she gives it back to him to put it on for her.
Oh, yes. No, it is hard to tie a bracelet with one hand. Let me put it on.
And he spends some time wrapping it up. It's kind of creepy because he put his hair in it a little bit, but yeah.
Bree doesn't
then-
care. It's the first
Romantic.
bracelet she's ever gone, so.
And he kisses you on the forehead, kind of picks out some mushrooms from his teeth, and then leaves.
Okay.
If Tom is open to it, Ample will take Dr. Lazarus's hand, non-Pit Boy hand, squeeze it and say, "They grow up so fast."
Steve will audibly like, yes, Ample, they do, my friend.
They're gonna be all right.
Then let's make it to the town hall.
Let's go. And Ample won't let go of your hand until you.
Oh no! Eventually, it's the like let go. Like if you let Ample let go of my hand.
Sorry. I'm a bit touch starved right now.
Touch starved. Okay. Okay, so yeah, I guess you guys make it back to the town hall. A lot of, I guess, all the speakers that are there are hanging out, trying to figure out what to do. Imdra arrives. Markham's still not back. He's probably dealing with some of the militia at the gates. Visible. So yeah, you come in and Duvessa is just kind of pacing back and forth, trying to figure out.
Well, hypothetically, if you want the militia captains to be in the scene, they would have left their post at roughly the same time we left our post, so they would probably be getting back around the same time, depending on how far the gates are.
Possibly, but you know what happened, whereas they just like were up
That's
against
right,
these
they
guys and they just vanished for no reason. So they're
For sure,
probably
so they
like
were
scouting
around.
around the edges, making sure everything's safe. So a number of the militia is still probably there. But some of the captains have come. I mean, Imdra's there, but Markham being this is his town, he's probably kind of
whoever
making
you
sure
want,
stuff's
like,
going
yeah.
on.
What was that about? Surely, I don't know what to think about that. They were here and then they were just gone. What are they trying to do?
They'll be back. You there? And I point to whoever the biggest, strongest looking guy in the room is. Bring that table over here. Point to Trovus. You there, Trovus? Can you bring a table over here, please?
And he's zoned out, looking out the window, and then snaps to and comes up.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Oh man, I quit drinking at the wrong time. Let me.
They were trying to send a message, Miss Speaker.
He brings a table over to you.
Yeah.
You go, Ample. Steven's
Yeah,
like
they were
running
trying
through
to
his
send a
backpack.
message. But I think we're hoping we sent one back.
What did you say? What? Wait, hang on. I'm getting ahead. What was their message? Those things can talk?
They had this weird guy in a white robe. Said he came here on behalf of the Frost Maiden.
Probably one of her cult or something.
That'd be my guess.
What do they want?
Death.
They wanted
Death.
us to reinstate the sacrifices.
Well, I guess.
So, we'll show them another type of death. And I put down the board and I drop the blood on it, and it's the what the battle map we just saw. Same battle map looking thing of British Shander on my board.
Oh, okay. Yeah, just so a huge layout.
Ample. Steven has like a board that he literally drops the thing of blood on it. And it's the pictures. It's the Artificers. It's one of my
one of your infusions. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's
Like
one of
you
my.
So it looks like. Does it look like when you splash the blood on it, like ink going into water, kind of thing?
Yeah, like it flows
Kind of.
out and then it starts to
Heck yeah.
make the picture.
Yeah,
Like
like the
reproducing.
single
Yeah.
drop stretches out, but like it like is empty in some
Love
spots, and
that.
you just see this kind of picture emerge of houses and the outer gates of Bryn Shander.
I've been doing a lot of
And you are here.
free dungeon map making recently, so it just makes me think of like just a simple map making program
Yeah.
building itself. Yeah, I love that.
But they're gonna come back. They're going to come through those gates, and they're going to take their sacrifices in the lives of your civilians.
Well, how do we stop a goddess? I don't understand. Maybe we
Stop
should
calling her
sacrifice
that
people
for the
again.
first-
What's one person, 3 people, to the carnage that we're about to see?
What's a god to a non-believer?
First of all, Miss Miggy, you should stop calling her that. That's just giving her power. She has the best. Fuck, what was that word I thought of before, an hour ago?
Promoter.
Yeah, she has the best promoter in Icewind Dale, Miss Speaker.
Oh, you make a good point. That she gains her power from belief, probably fear. Huh.
The sacrifices. We believe she's a god, so we have to sacrifice to her. The sacrifices give her power and make her look like a god.
How does she know that we're not going to sacrifice? Well,
I
guess her
don't know
cult.
or care.
Ugh.
It means we have a mole, Miss Speaker.
Well,
I don't think it means we have a mole. I think it just means we have people who don't agree.
Well, I can understand. They're probably scared.
Those who would
The fact that
sacrifice,
we've ended the sacrifices is no secret.
those who would sacrifice safety for human life deserve neither.
Why? I know we. Why do you care? You're not even on the list.
Oh, I am. I'm on the list in Bryn Shander. I have a number and everything.
No, no.
You gave me a number. You gave me a number, Alex.
I know I did. I know, but she's-
okay.
No, I don't know. Francis paid for you.
Francis paid for me for what?
Your friend who had died. You've been paid up. You've been removed from the lottery.
He had bribed.
Yeah, I know.
Like, okay.
Steven gets it. Steven's more or less like thinking like, and I'm thinking like, I still really, honestly, human life is important. They're not everybody's humans. What's the right word here? Life is important.
Mortal life.
Mortal life is important. Sacrificing it is not okay. It's never going to be acceptable.
Well, that's.
Steven was definitely, every time he was here, definitely openly like, yeah, no, fuck the sacrifice. It's an awful practice.
sure.
The entire time he's been here, has been openly like, I'm not sacrificing humans. I know, mortals.
If you're to ask me, if you're just thinking of it from a purely utilitarian point of view, it's a wasteful practice.
Ample pulls out like 7 lottery tickets and says, I've collected this many.
I technically don't know what. Just some sort of separate lottery that you've paid for, and
No, well, I'm hoping that
he's just like legit lotto tickets.
yeah.
he thinks it's a good thing and you want more. But Andrew thinks like he's actually saving people who now don't have, a number on them. You know what I mean? Like, so he's doing something dumb, but it's saving people's lives.
I'm not trying to take this
I don't
from
know
you
if
because
that's
that's
how it
funny,
works.
but technically, like, you don't
No.
buy tickets. You're assigned a number, and then the town speaker draws it. So, like, I don't know if
Yeah,
you'd
it's
have
drawn
access to
line.
those.
How do
per
people
se.
get taken off the lottery then? Is it a
Bribes.
centralized, like, one book? Or do they have a paper that says, like, I'm exempt from...
Well, Steven didn't know, so it'd have to be bribes.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they
No,
bribe
I mean,
the
like,
town speakers.
if someone is off it, you know what I mean? Like,
Right.
how do you differentiate between a person who is on the lottery and a person who isn't on the lottery? Because I could hypothetically forge a document that says those people aren't on the lottery anymore. I say, I traded them for this many, you know. I mean?
See. Like, just like Francis Mata, you had paid for so many people to not be on the list.
Yeah, because Ample...
Okay.
I'd like it to play like Ample believes that you want these things, so he's like bribed people with like fake things or like paid for people to give them their lottery thing. And of course, they want to give it away, so they're willing to give him as many as he wants. Yeah, but he's also saving their lives by making them exempt from the lottery, which is what I want for 10.
Gotcha. Okay, well, I guess you have a bunch of pieces of paper with a number of numbers on them that you had paid Duvessa, or maybe even
I'm
multiple
almost
towns.
at 10.
And so, yeah, you've got them
Wherever he
out
goes
of the list.
to, yeah.
Okay.
You've been taking bribes to remove names.
Aren't we supposed to be trying to win?
No, Apple,
the
those
more tickets you have, the easier you win, Dr. Lazarus. I thought you would be smart enough to know that.
Steven's kind of like looking at the ground and like, no, Apple, you don't want those tickets. The more people off, good, but you've been taking bribes to remove names.
Giving bribes, Dr. Lazarus, giving bribes.
Giving. Is that what you... Oh, Ample. Yeah, that's what you thought you were paying for. You're winning. That's so you. Guys, what's the plan here? I mean, so they're coming back. How long do we have? Oh, I guess the next sacrifice then, huh?
A 10-day.
Okay.
If that.
Then by my count, yeah.
Well,
That's it, yeah.
what's the plan?
Well, once your militiamen get back in here, we'll discuss a battle plan.
Miss Speaker, how much sway do you have over the prison?
I mean, they respect me. I mean, I'm the head of the council, so I have some sway, for sure. I mean, Marta is in control, but...
Perhaps we should step into your office before anyone else gets here. We have something you might be able to help us with before all of this goes down.
What? Hey, I want to say something that's it's dark.
I'm gonna be curious if you don't.
Steve's gonna lean over to Ample and be like, are you more or less thinking of having her help us with the whole Flight's father thing? What if we tell her we need a sacrifice just in case? Might as well be a prisoner.
Whatever she needs to hear, that's what we'll tell her.
Madam Speaker, to your office, please.
What, away from the other... you guys,
While we wait for the militia captains, we have a contingency plan to offer in case 10 towns falls.
Okay. Trovus, see... Drag this soup out to the everyone who's crowded at the center of town. They're surely scared. See if you can calm them down. Daneth, maybe you go with him. Imdred, go find the rest of the militia and meet us back here. I'm going to talk with them, and we can figure out a battle plan. We are in over our heads. It's either going to end the winter soon, or we're all dead, but I don't want to think about that. Get to it.
Okay, Trovus goes to pull the thing out. The him and Daneth, they're just dragging it out the door.
It's summer now, so maybe there's a fancy cold soup. I think it's French in our real world. So maybe they can make a cold soup for
some
a summer day.
gazpacho.
Yeah.
All right. We'll show. Okay, so yeah, you guys all kind of step into her office. She shuts the door behind her. She goes to the windows and she kind of shuts the shades.
What's this about?
Well, if we do fail, I think we may need somebody to sacrifice. If we're going to lose any life, what about using our prisoners?
Oh.
We know somebody who would fit the bill.
You know a prisoner?
Oh, we have someone in mind, Miss Speaker.
Correct.
We have someone in mind. We don't take this lightly, so we wish to take all the responsibility, or as much of the responsibility, onto our own shoulders, so we don't have to burden anyone else.
I'm gonna look at Flight real quick. Flight, what's like the facial expression looking with all this?
Are you muted? Oh.
No, Flight's just kind of thinking.
Thanks.
I don't like going back on a deal, but he is a murderer.
Wait, what are you talking about? Who's a murderer?
Zan.
Oh
no. You think we're talking about Zan?
Oh, that's not who we're talking about. We're talking about a ghetto jail-free card for your dad, and then it's much easier to let him loose once he's
with
here
us.
With us, rather than in the prison.
If he becomes the sacrifice, then when we no longer need a sacrifice, if our overall plan, goes off, he's just free at that point.
Well, that's not a bad
you
idea.
didn't say anything about that to Flight out loud. So
No. Sorry, that was not,
I like that.
That was not in character.
That you're thinking Dazan and he's thinking your dad. So yeah.
The second you say Dazan, I'm gonna go. No, I was thinking Crest.
I was thinking.
Well,
wait, who?
As soon as you say Crest,
Hmm.
planning on using my father as a sacrifice.
No harm will come to him if I can help it. That
Well-
would be if the town is going to fall.
So
Hey,
hang
he
on.
said it. I can't untake back what he just said out loud. So
Yeah,
I'm
I know,
rolling with
right?
it.
So, like,
I
'cause
can't
Duvessa is
untake back
here.
what he said out loud.
Yeah.
So I'm just rolling with it.
Yeah, for
How
sure.
wise is Flight?
Flight. If I can help it, I won't let that come to be.
Unless you guys want to. No, he probably said it out loud instead of trying to whisper
Yeah,
it or
he probably
something.
did.
Yeah, no, I just went with that one.
Yep.
Yeah, because you said his name first.
I
Right,
didn't.
but you admitted that it's your dad, so that there's something weird going on.
Yeah. Cat's out of the bag in the literal sense. That's why Steven's kind of cut gears into I won't let anything happen to him.
All cards on the table, Miss Speaker. We need Crest. What's his name? Right, Crest.
Crest? The
Yes.
Crest?
Right.
The child murderer?
All cards on the table, Miss Speaker. We need all the help we can
What?
get, and Crest will help us.
So, yeah, I'm staring at Flight right now after what I just.
Also, giving Flight a bit of a look.
staring at you.
I'm confused.
Nobody just heard the child murderer part.
Nope, I definitely heard the child murderer part.
No, I heard that too.
Real quick, just
What? Sure.
that's
But
new to me.
Flight seems to not even like Flight heard it, but he doesn't really seem to be acknowledging it.
What were Mr. Crest's crimes?
I'm so confused. First, you want to use a prisoner as a sacrifice, which is great, but then
Absolutely.
if Crest is his son, then I guess you're probably not on board with all the murders. Although,
That's
Look,
why it's so important that we do this, Miss Speaker. We're choosing to not sacrifice anyone outside of us. We don't want any more innocent people to be hurt. So if we can take a murderer out, and also
Flight holds a claw up to your throat as you say that.
Ample will look towards you, but not flinch. Absolutely not flinch. And speak. Continue speaking and say, if we need this sacrifice, Miss Speaker, then it sounds like this is the perfect person to be sacrificed. If we don't need to sacrifice anyone, perhaps we can look into the situation and figure out what's going on. If he has done what you say he's done, then he can rot in prison for the rest of his life, for all I can. And he will, brazenly almost dare Flight to attack him for saying this. But Andrew is trying not to openly threaten Flight or his dad.
Real quick, Jess walked in right as something happened. What did I miss? I missed something as Jess walked in right.
what was the last thing you heard?
My brain's a little fried from Jess just walking in.
Like, just held up a claw to
For
Ample's throat.
saying that if indeed we need to sacrifice someone, it sounds like this is the perfect person to. But if not, maybe we can look into it.
I'm gonna put my.
Ample's leaning into this guy deserves it if he's guilty of these crimes, and Flight's just like, watch what you say, and he holds his claw out.
I'm gonna put my hand on Flight's shoulder. I probably may startle him, but and whisper in his ear, I will go in his place if anything goes wrong.
Okay, do you want to give me a stealth to whisper that?
I couldn't hear what that was. I'm sorry.
I will go in his place if anything goes wrong. And you want me to stealth?
Yeah, or is that the best roll for trying to secretly whisper? Probably.
Yeah.
I usually roll it as a deception check.
Or that.
Whichever one you want makes sense. I don't know if you have a better roll on that.
I don't, but I'll do the deception because I get what Flight's saying.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Deception check. I'm trying to be sneaky about it.
Okay, well, I'll give Duves a check as well.
A chance, yeah.
That's Steven's way of attempting to control the situation.
Oh, and that was public accidentally, but still. Yeah, that seems to be good. She seems to be off, looking off, trying to just ponder what the plan is. She does not hear you say this to Flight.
The point is, Miss Speaker, you can help us get our foot in the door with the prison. If you could give us maybe a letter of welcome, or a something official from you to say that we need to take out this prisoner for this reason.
I'm willing to help. I'm down for the idea of sacrificing someone who deserves it. Although I'm still skeptical about the connection.
As he hears that.
What?
Flight is gritting his teeth as he hears that.
I see. I'm concerned about his relationship with this person that you would like to kill or have killed.
Ideally, Miss Speaker, no one will be killed for the Frost Maiden ever again.
It's
We
a
just want to be
backup plan.
ready. This is plan C or D, maybe.
See if we can help.
What's plan A and B?
Win.
Good question.
Stop the
Plan A
kill
is to
them.
send the Frost meeting packing.
I mean, that would
One
be
thing we
nice.
need is to get to the island. Is there any way you can help us get to the island up north?
The island. What island are we talking about?
Good question.
Was Revel's End not on an island?
No, Revel's End is on the edge of the Sea of Moving Ice, way north.
But we can get there through the sea, right?
Well, you could. I mean, you could go directly there through the tundra. I mean, to go through
If
the sea
they-
would probably be extra. But
If say we had a way to make it like it used to be, would we?
how it used to be?
I'm willing to bet Steven can build an icebreaker pretty quickly. I could build an icebreaker pretty quickly.
Oh.
It seems like, Miss Speaker, these amazing people you see in front of you found a device that can potentially end this winter forever. We just need to figure it out.
Well, that will stop. Will that stop Arl from this nonsense?
It's
Will that bring the
chance
sun
we have.
back?
It won't, Ample, though. Not yet. Well, first we have to get the device, then I have to repair it, and then amplify it. This is only a prototype, something to go off of. The real deal is in the center of Bree. What was that city's name?
Let me go back into my notes.
I know you used to have dreams about it, so I figured you'd remember the best.
Yeah. I'm not sure that I got the name of the city.
Is it Netheril?
Okay.
Netheril, yeah.
It will.
Maybe.
All right.
Sure. You can. I mean, no one's been there, so it
Something
can be
like
called
that. It was
whatever.
it was a
you think it is.
Netherese city of some kind.
Yeah.
I had a name.
The floating
you may
city.
not
I've
know
just
what
been
it's
calling it
called.
the floating city.
From the floating city, then. That's how I'll refer
Yeah.
to it as. It's part of the floating city, Ample. So I'd need to get it either working there or removed from there. That's going to take longer than the time we have.
See, Miss Speaker, these guys know what they're talking about. They're brilliant.
No, they are smart. He's an incredible doctor and an awesome tinkerer as well. Okay, hang on. I think Flight. Where do you fall on all this? You can't be okay with your father being, responsible for so much, but
Shit.
you can't be on board for just throwing him into the fire.
Ample's going to give you eyebrows like you were doing yesterday.
He is not what you say he is. I don't care what you think.
This sets us at an impasse. I think. Well, I don't know if he would let you. Look, surely the prison is filled with guilty parties, although he's pretty bad.
That's why I suggested Dazan.
So many. Well, he's dead. No, he went.
he's
Oh,
at
you're right.
Revel's End.
Yes, you tracked him down, and he's at the prison.
Fine.
I hate reneging on a deal, but if that's what we're going for, I don't know why you, and he points directly at Lazarus's nose, didn't suggest that first.
Well,
Because this is when Lazarus kind of does the I was trying to do something very clever. This plan is 100% failed. Sure, Speaker, we'll take Dazan. That'll work in case we need to send a man out to the ice.
And Steven walks out the door.
Okay. I know tempers are high, you guys. It's stress is coming in. Yes.
It's been a wild day.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's an understatement. Well, you want me to write a letter to pardon Dazan? I mean,
not
surely...
a pardon. A transfer of prisoner to whatever holding cells you have here, just in case.
Okay. Well,
And just make it out to Zan, and everything will be fine. We're going with the same plan, different option. Plan CA or CB. C1? Who cares? Let's do it.
all right. Well, as I write you a hall pass for Plan C, we really got to work on Plan A and Plan B, because if those come ahead...
Absolutely. Well, if you can get us to the floating island, Miss Speaker, that would be great. But otherwise, we'll try to figure that out for ourselves.
Yeah, I'm not sure how I can... I don't know anything about this floating island.
We'll figure it out. I have faith in everyone.
Okay.
Your job is to get your people ready and work on getting all of the speakers ready for whatever's happening at the next new moon.
Well, I guess, I've got to figure out what Plan A and B are. All right. Well, I've got
to
to...
speak
Yeah.
for the people, that's right.
Bree's gonna go after
Thank
Lazarus
you.
after a couple of seconds.
Okay.
Just say, excuse me. And she's gonna leave as well.
Oops.
Try
Not
to
far. No, Steven's. I didn't leave the area. I'm sitting in one of those chairs.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
When I move me,
So Bree, you come out and you see his back is facing you. He's sitting in the chair, just kind of thinking.
Yeah. She's just gonna go up and say, You tried. You just didn't understand. We still have the other plan. It's fine.
I don't intend to lose Shanda.
No, I know. And I think just emotions concerning his dad are very high, and he doesn't have the tactical thinking that he usually does where it concerns his dad.
That makes sense, honey. You tell him. Says the ring.
Oh. Ah! Oh gosh, okay. It's been
I'm
a
sorry,
while.
I haven't been. I've been listening, but I'm sorry.
Wait, does Ample know about? No. Okay, yeah. So
No, he
yeah,
doesn't.
no, it's
Boy,
fine.
you're the
I didn't know you had a
later.
HR representative on your finger.
This is OnStar. Are you okay? Are you in an accident?
Yeah. Sorry. Just my mom talking to me. Don't worry about it. I'm freaking out.
That's your mom?
Yeah.
Wow.
You're not.
I have a
there,
ring of
but-
mind shielding with my mom in it, but you can find that out
Yeah.
later in game. Yeah.
Love that.
I just
Yeah, go ahead.
there was no time to explain it without explaining it.
I know. Yeah. It
I'm not
Yeah,
ready.
with the way that Flight behaves, it might not have been something that he would have been okay with, even if we had explained it. I thought it was a good idea, though.
That point.
Yeah, but
He's a
we
good
tried.
kid. He's a good kid. It's understandable.
Mm-hmm.
He just cares about his father. I'm sure that's been at the forefront of his mind for a while.
Ample, I don't know if we want to cut back to.
Yeah. I was
Is
gonna
Duvessa-
check.
Is Duvessa still in the office?
Yeah. Yeah, you, Ample, and Duvessa
Ample
are still
is
there.
done, so I could absolutely leave if you want a moment alone with her.
Not necessarily. As soon as Bree and Lazarus kind of step out, you see Flight go and lean up against the wall, lean his back up against the wall, right here ish.
Mm.
He's just kind
of
like you're
he's just
staying?
kind of I'm sorry?
He's just
It
thinking.
seems like you're staying, or you're avoiding going out after Laz.
I feel like it's he's going internal. He's thinking to himself. I don't
he's
know,
going internal. And you see that he's trying to take deep breaths, but he's kind of even as adept at meditation as he is, you notice that he's struggling to stay calm after that.
Well, this is the first time he's heard what his father's been accused of.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, that's probably hitting him hard.
So I'll say to the speaker, I'll say, Miss Speaker, please, perhaps as a personal favor, could you give us all the information you have on, I forget his name now.
Crest.
Crest, excuse me. Crest, perhaps if you have internal files, something, anything.
Sure. Yes. I mean, we take notes.
And she goes over to this shelf next to Flight and is looking through scrolls and rolls them out, is flipping through the stuff she's written.
Yes. Okay. Crest, guilty of.
You don't need to. You don't need to say it out loud,
in Targos.
Miss Speaker. No, I'll just take it. It's fine. Oh, thank you, Miss Speaker. Really.
Well, hang on. No, there's more notes. This isn't a single note.
Great, Miss Speaker. We don't need to.
Let me copy it.
Now.
Let me copy it down, because I hate tearing a page out of my composition notebooks.
Right.
It makes the whole scroll look bad.
Absolutely.
And she goes to transcribe it.
Way to traumatize somebody.
Yeah. While he's sitting right next to the bookshelf.
She knows now. She's still traumatized beforehand.
Oh god.
I didn't ask.
No, you didn't. I know. You're just sitting there all
yeah.
zoned out, and she's just going on. Oh yeah.
I'm gonna
families.
Child murderer. Let's go into the details about that.
Oh, 17. Oh, not 17-year-old, 17 years old. It doesn't matter.
17-year-olds? No, that's horrible.
17, 17-year-olds.
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
No.
Anyway, thank you, Miss Speaker, again for everything, and Ample will take the transfer notice and basically the file, the dossier on Crest. As much information as she has, at least, for further investigation.
Maybe we can doctor the transfer notice after to say.
Ooh.
Just a thought. Anyways.
With my forgery kit, perhaps?
Perhaps.
That
perchance.
is true. Okay. So
That's
yeah,
right.
Ample just finishes talking to Duvessa. She finishes transcribing her scroll over. And Flight is still kind of in the corner thinking to himself, what are you guys doing in the room?
He's just holding his head in one of his hands, and his eyes are just wide as they're just staring at the floor.
Ample will kind of approach him, not touch him, and just say, Flight, are you ready to go?
He just kind of slowly looks up at you.
We need to get ready.
You just hear his breathing, which is not something that normally happens. He's usually pretty quiet, even though he's you can visibly see when he's breathing, but he usually keeps it pretty quiet. But he's just trying to keep it together.
Absolutely.
It's not true. It isn't.
I know, buddy. I know. Come on, we're gonna figure this out together. We're all in this together. Don't forget that.
And Duvessa makes this look like, oh, he didn't know. Oh, and just kind of looks away.
Yeah, Ample will let her stew in that uncomfortable feeling as he kind of now puts a hand on Flight's shoulder and kind of turns him towards the door if he's willing to go with that.
He's just looking like
Like a bomb hit him?
Yeah.
There's nothing you can do here.
Like he just got hit by a ton of bricks.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and while he's comforting Flight, he'll Ample will put the information into like a back pocket or a side pocket away from Flight's view, so nothing can trigger him, and just say, "Let's go get some gazpacho."
Flight's gonna like push himself up. His knees look a little feeble, but he does like stand back up. And yeah, he'll just his gaze is going in like 10 different directions, but he's like but he waits for you to like open the door.
Yeah, as they go through the threshold, if Trovus is still in the main room, I want to get his eye contact as soon as possible. And
I think he moved out with the. Oh wait, no, he's still there.
He is technically there. I don't think I moved the tokens. Technically, they're probably outside with the suit.
Look, then if there's any other NPCs, friendly NPCs in the room, then I'll try to get their attention.
Trovus is outside.
Yeah. But Indra Argalath is there, and Markham Southwell they're both coming in as you guys exit the room.
Like Ample doesn't know about their interpersonal connection so much. I chose him because it would have been the most dramatic.
Man.
But if he's not in the room, then perhaps is Dr. Lazarus still right there outside the door?
Him and Bree are there.
Dr. L. As soon as we see them, I'll kind of turn Flight away and push him towards the front door. At that point, we would see Trovus, and I will kind of connect them and then perhaps go back for the other two.
Can we use this moment to take a quick bio break?
Yes, I was about to say. Yeah. Let's go bathroom real quick.
Yeah, so I want to palm Flight off onto Trovus and then go back.
Okay. Great.
Okay. Yeah, we'll be back in a second.
I'm here now. I think I'm the only one back. I haven't heard anybody else speak up.
Oh,
So.
Ample just got back.
I just got back. Yeah, I
Oh,
just got here.
Yeah, I got here about a minute ago.
Espalda. Which means I'm a back. I mistranslated in my Spanish class, and I said that I was a back. It's not that funny, but I just remember it.
Before we go back into game and into character, could we perhaps do a above character like player check-in?
Oh, I'm fine.
Kind of heavy scene?
I'm into this. This is awesome.
Yeah.
For sure.
Although I think when Dr. Lazarus, I don't know. Yeah, I think you're right. I mean, it makes sense. But I think there was some frustration in that plan didn't come to fruition.
Yeah, probably, but like,
look,
that,
I don't think there was. I don't think there was necessarily any player negativity. It's just that kind of scene, you know, we aren't professional actors. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
So when we act in those scenes, it's still tricking our mind into believing that we're having those feelings. So that can be confusing sometimes. So,
yeah.
You know,
for me, this kind of like character, I guess drama is the word for it. This is the kind of stuff I live for in D&D.
Sure,
that's cool.
Sure. I just want to make sure we're all.
That's true. Although, there's just something to be said about, and I'm not saying this is the case. I think there was a case of it before with the ring, where it was like, it's just. We just want to check in. Yeah, you're right. We want to check in, make sure it's good for everybody.
Want to check in, because in that case.
Yeah, I mean, this is fine. Like, it's not directed at another player. So, like, if this is a question of my boundaries, like, I think, like, Parker and I have kind of figured that out at, like, a better level of, like, him getting what he needs from a game and me being like, I don't want to be, like, directly against, like, I don't want to be in that situation where I'm directly against another player, and it gets a bit, at that point, it gets a bit toxic.
And this isn't even, like, a situation where I'm not directly against something. It's like, Flight just got hit by a bomb, and he's
absolutely.
No, I'm completely fine with this. Yeah.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, it just got a bit much before.
Yeah.
And that was kind of my bad there. So.
Yeah, I mean, no worries. I mean, I
well, we're not trying to dig that up.
Wasn't sure how to diffuse the situation either. So.
I'm glad that we're all cool, like here and now.
Yeah, for sure.
Although Dr. Tom missed the whole combo. We essentially addressed.
You had to walk out partway through the conversation.
We're just checking in with the players.
No, I think he was just frustrated. He was trying to do a clever thing and then it just didn't work out, but understandably because, you know, as I kind of said in character, Flight's not there.
Yeah.
No.
Well, there's logic behind it.
Like I said when I figure you hear when I'm talking to Bree, so you know where my head's actually at.
Yeah.
You know, Flight doesn't hear it. Flight and Steven maybe at slight odds, but it's
but like the players are on
I couldn't make a plan right now. It was like ball was rolling, and I was like just trying to roll with it.
For sure.
Yeah.
That was actually on me for not saying to you guys out of character, like, hey, should I get her in on this plan? So next time I have an idea like that.
I didn't even know that was a plan. So
yeah. It wasn't until I said it because I thought, well, we're here, we're waiting for other people to come. What would we talk about? And that was on my mind because now we've got a 4-day time limit.
I'll be right back.
So we need all the help we can get. But
go take care.
While making that plan, I should have checked in with you guys because it did affect the entire group. So next time I have an idea like that, I'll check in before I do it in character.
Okay.
Well, and I guess I hear that.
Even so, I think the scenes ended up playing out in a really cool way.
Yeah, it was
well. But yeah, I mean, I think in this particular situation, it was like It was kind of realistic in the sense that, like, you had the idea in the room, and you couldn't really have a private conversation about it. So, like, it did kind of have that,
Absolutely.
you know, conflict going on. And yeah, I mean, like I said, that was the first that Flight had ever heard that, and so he's like, "Wait, what?"
It was all in good faith of trying to get your father.
Yeah.
That's where Steven was coming from. It was like, I want him out.
And then where Flight's coming from is like,
Yeah.
you're actually. Then where Flight's coming from is like, you're actually playing into this.
He's like, we don't need to double down on his guilt. Yeah.
I think it makes complete sense.
That's the first time any of us heard anything.
You're right.
Yeah.
I don't know if your dad is or isn't. That's like was he coerced? Was he brainwashed? Steven doesn't know shit. That's why I'm like, holy shit. Steven assumed you already knew. I've never asked about why your dad was in prison. I've never asked. Steven's never asked why your dad's in prison or what's going on there. All we knew is the Zentrum had a hand in it.
Right.
Well, that's the information I'm working with. And obviously, Steven's not much of a prior of, hey, why did this happen? This lady was like, hey, by the way, he's a child murderer. And it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I think that was a bit of a bombshell for everyone.
Yeah.
Surprise!
I think we're all back now, though.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I guess we're back. If we want to kick back in, I'm gonna
lighting a
technically.
candle.
Oh, you know what? I can just go backwards, probably.
You made me want coffee, Alex.
Nice. I'm an influencer. I'm gonna go back a couple minutes because I let it run while we were gone accidentally. I want to load.
But you do know that I was trying to come from a place of good faith of trying to help your dad out, right?
Yeah, I know that. And
you know that, no.
Flight internally knows that, but right now he doesn't care.
Fair enough. No, I feel Flight and Steven are not on good terms because you yelled at Steven. And we all know how Steven feels about people yelling at him in general. A hot-headed asshole.
Brain filled.
I think it makes sense that the two kind of manipulative characters or the socially manipulative characters in the group like just latched onto that idea so quickly, and the character who is like the most honest not
necessarily the most honest, but like usually the most like
I feel like you're the most open and kind of
they're more
I'd say he's the one that feels the deepest about a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
But the most skin in this game.
Reaction.
Yeah, and the most skin in that particular game. Yeah.
So it makes sense that you wouldn't necessarily jump on board that lie train.
Also, no, it's a little mean. Like I said, that's why when I said it, Alex, I was like, it's something dark.
You did start with that. Like, this might be mean.
Dark.
Oh, I guess I was the one who said, you better do it or I'm going to be curious. Yeah.
And then I yes-handed him.
Social manipulation. It was social manipulation. It was like we can get this to probably work for us.
Yeah. Well, but yeah, like Bree said, maybe you can forge it if you want to do it that way, or there's many options at this point.
Once we have some time to actually discuss it with Flight.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, well, I guess let's jump back in. I guess I can unpause it. So what happened last? You guys came out of the room. The militia has come back. Flight had been pointed outside to go talk to Trovus. What does Flight do that?
I took him out and I make sure he gets into contact with Trovus.
Well, I mean, let him.
Like, I don't want to just
decide a little bit.
Oh well, sorry. I mean, I feel I've been feeling like he's still a bit in shock. So, of course, stop me if I'm.
Flight's like I don't know. I don't know how like.
I think he's directing you towards food.
How much? Like, in what direction are you kind of prodding him, if you're prodding him at all?
Towards where our friendly NPC was.
Yeah, I think he's just trying to give you comfort. He knows you're riled up, and he knows that you and Trovus, not necessarily a thing that happened last, but you had meditated with him, so like you have a connection. So I think that's what he was trying to do.
Ample wants to go and talk to Dr. Laz, but he doesn't want to be rude right now. So he doesn't want to just like point you that way and go, all right, bye. He wants to like take you over there and make sure you have contact and then go back as soon as he can.
And you, as he just kind of walks past Lazarus and Bree, he's still just like his eyes are just going in 10 different directions, just trying to, his mind and like his heart are like racing. And if you're just kind of walking past him, he doesn't even really acknowledge anybody else until you get him outside, if that's where you're taking him.
Yeah, outside, away from Dr. L, and towards the arms of someone you have a bond with. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and as soon as there's like a big crowd around the cauldron right now.
Yeah, there's a number of people there. They're all kind of scared and kind of talking to each other about what the hell was that? They're gonna kill us, the Frost Maiden. God damn it!
Could I get Trovus's attention then, because I don't want to take Flight into all of that
Flight's gonna actually look up at Trovus and see all the people that are like scared around him. You see, and as soon as he sees that, you kind of hear his breath a little kind of even out as he goes and approaches the cauldron and kind of just leaves you behind.
If he does that on his own, I'm happy for him to go and turn around.
And he's gonna go up here and he's gonna speak up. The Frost Maiden's not killing anyone.
Oh. Here, you hear that, everyone? Flight has figured it out. Sorry. Here, why don't you serve some soup?
He hands you the ladle that he's holding.
Flight doesn't take it, but he's gonna look across at everybody. But I said the Frost Maiden's not killing anyone else. Not any single one of you. Not if I have something to say about it.
And yeah, a couple of them wipe their eyes and kind of calm down. Or actually, give me persuasion.
Cool, I will do that. Please roll well. Big money. Let's go.
You'd have a very valid reason to not roll well right
11?
now.
A handful of them somewhat calm down, start breathing a little bit better, like you had said. One of them just like screams, sobs a little bit more, but the person next to them is one of them who's calm. He's like, no, it's fine. Don't you worry about it. We'll go back to Lonelywood as soon as they rebuild some of it. I heard they've got a nice play. They opened up the ramshackle again. I know that guy hung himself there, but it's been fine. It's under new management. Okay, that happens.
And Flight's gonna turn back to Trovus.
Yeah, I don't think you played when that.
I think we'd have heard about that before.
What?
Yeah, you had. That's why it was shut down to begin with, but that's a long time ago.
So we knew about that, but I don't think Bree might not have.
No.
Yeah, I think that was like first or second game.
Wow, you guys started off real dark.
Hey, it's in the module. Oh, maybe it's not. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
It might be. I don't know. I haven't actually read it yet. So.
Yeah.
But Flight's gonna look back at Trovus. He's gonna look up at him, and he's just gonna he will see tears welling up in his eyes as he just kind of pushes the ladle to the side, and he's just gonna wrap his arms around Trovus's neck, just in this humongous hug.
Oh,
as he just immediately starts sobbing into his shoulder.
Guys, it takes a lot out of a hero to do the things they do. I know. I was one before. Just forgive him. It's okay. He'll save us from this winter and the Frost Maiden.
And so, yeah, you're sobbing into Trovus. I guess let's cut back to the room. Ample, I guess, makes it back in through the front door.
Does Bree and Dr. L want a moment before Ample comes back?
I'm fine.
That's fine. You don't need one?
Yeah.
Ample comes back in and says,
Have a tea.
"Boy, remind me not to invite him to the next clandestine meeting we pull, huh? Too honest for his own good."
Ample? That's his dad you're talking about. His reaction there, well, not what we wanted, was pretty understandable.
I get it.
Please don't joke about it.
Not joking. Just making a plan for next time I need to get someone's father out of prison.
I did think it would work, but it doesn't matter.
It'll work, Doctor. We got what we needed. Trust me.
What did you get?
And he'll show them the transfer notice for the prisoner. And it has the other guy's name on it, obviously. And also the... he'll say, he won't show it yet, but he'll say, I was also given a copy of all the files Miss Speaker has on Flight's father. I think it must be pretty sensitive information, and I don't think he's ready to see it, but I want to try and figure something out, see if we can legitimize this somehow, so he's not a fugitive and a child murderer. You know what I mean?
I understand where you're coming from, Ample.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we go somewhere, kind of look around, see if anybody's listening to us. I was going to stick around and try to talk with the militia captain. And I look at the who's staring at me because I saw your image pop up.
Yeah, well, because according to the tokens, they're all surrounding you, kind of listening to your conversation.
Well, what's his problem? He's been staring at you for like 2 minutes.
Yeah,
they came back when Ample and Flight had left the room.
We can either discuss plans now, but I think we should wait for Flight. I say we do.
I don't think he's coming back. Perhaps we could catch him up after.
I mean,
actually, that's sorry, Tom. That's from Ample's perspective.
If we want to cut back to him, we can like.
Sorry, not Tom.
Parker.
Park.
If we want to cut back to him for just a second, we'll wrap up what Flight was doing there.
Okay.
Then
Am I still on? No. Okay. Yeah.
And Flight just kind of. How does Trovus react beyond that? Because Flight holds in for like a good minute or two.
Well, hang on before we jump to you. So, like, Dr. Lazarus, I think, was looking for a private area to begin with. So you may.
Well, no, let Flight, because if Flight either goes back, Steven was just basically thinking, I don't want to have a conversation about defending without everybody, without Flight's input too. So maybe we do it in the morning if Flight doesn't come back in. If Flight comes back in, maybe we do it now. I think that's where that was. I could see if I'm not trying to step out of line there.
Yeah. Okay. So then, let's jump over. Flight and Trovus, or Flight has been sobbing into Trovus's shoulder, and he kind of I guess when you don't take the ladle, he hands it over to, I think that's Daneth Wadelin.
Yeah, that's Daneth. Yeah.
And it kind of steps back a little bit away from the crowd, but just a couple feet away. Oops.
Mm-hmm.
These no circle tokens are really cool.
The new what?
The no circle tokens.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like the top, like the bird's eye view token.
Yeah.
You know what? Now that if you're pointing it out, let me just call out the guy who made him. I think it's Devon North.
Yeah.
I got them off of.
Gotta spread the joy.
Shit. Hang on. I should actually be mentioning more of these things. This map is made by someone awesome as well. I'll look it up, but yeah, what's going on? You asked me something, Flight?
You could put like a credits list in like the YouTube description or something like that.
Yeah, I need to do that more often.
What were you saying? Realizing what this is also actually the first time I'm realizing that what type of Dragonborn Trovus is, because the lighting in that normal picture isn't that great. It kind of makes him look a little nondescript.
Oh right.
So,
a lot of these are awesome.
Dragonborn.
David North, Terrors of the North set. Okay, so you asked me about how he's reacting, I think?
Yeah.
I mean, he's just kind of letting you pour your emotion out. I mean, he's kind of looking, you probably don't notice because your face is in his armor or whatever, but he's like looking around at the crowd and he's just like, it's okay. It's okay. He's been through a lot.
I mean, he's been through a lot.
So then, what does Flight do?
Flight just kind of he just keeps holding on to him for like a minute or two, and he kind of calms down, kind of wipes his eyes a little bit, kind of pulls away from him, and then just like looks up at him with very just kind of like somewhat devastated, but a lot more calm now. Expression. As he just kind of looks up at him and says, "Trovus, I need you to promise me that you'll stay safe no matter what happens, okay?"
Yeah. I mean, I always try my best, but I promise. Like, what did you? I didn't think they attacked. Did you lose someone or what? What's?
And Flight just kind of shakes his head. No, I just found out something that I don't even know how to process it yet.
No, I get that. Like I told you, I lost my whole gang. I lost my ex. It's hard to make connections anymore. It's just fearful of losing them, becoming too close, and going through this kind of heartache. I get it.
Flight just kind of looks back up at him. He just his breath is like back to its very calm thing now. As he just kind of takes Trovus by the shoulder again, and he just looks into his eyes and says, "Then let's not worry about who knows about it." And he's gonna kiss him again.
Okay.
Didn't
he doesn't
Trovus
push...
ask you to keep it on the down low? I thought, okay.
He did. Yeah, I guess. I mean, his eyes go. I mean, you probably close your eyes, but his eyes go wide and is looking at everyone around. He doesn't push you away, though.
Nothing to be ashamed of, boys. The crowd starts cheering.
Woo! Yeah. Aww! You hear a lot of awes and oh, and then you hear a couple's like, "How old is he?" But sorry, not.
Yeah, 'cause I think there's a significant age gap there.
It's none of their business.
We don't know. We don't know that, and Flight doesn't know that, and he doesn't particularly care.
Well, I think technically you do know that he's a retired adventurer, but
okay, so he's
he could have retired early. I guess I don't know. He's
only
older.
has a bunch of friends in town
a little bit older, like maybe even 10 years or so.
Yeah, I mean,
that's not what's important to Flight right now.
Sure.
He probably has a bunch of friends in town who have seen him like be kind of lonely and isolated, and to see him find, a connection with someone is great.
Yeah, that's just what he said. He says, like, let's not worry about who knows about it then.
Okay. Okay. Well, I guess when the kiss ends, he pats you on the back. And then kind of is trying to tell you with his eyes, like, I'm not sure if I'm there yet, but I'm not going to make this harder than it already is. But then just like kind of pulls you in close and hugs you hard. Yeah.
Okay.
Not disliking the kiss, just that he is kind of looking at his appearance. He's in charge of things. Yeah, that's all I'll say for now.
Okay. Flight will hug him back, and he's gonna just like get like a resolute look on his face again as he pulls away, and he'll just say, "I'll see you soon," and he'll walk back into the town hall.
I hope to see you soon, Flight. You stay safe. You keep things together. We'll work. Everyone will work together, and we'll figure all this out.
Flight just gives him a solemn nod, and as big a smile as he can manage right now. Probably not that. Probably still a very melancholy look in his eyes as he smiles at him, but he'll turn back and walk towards the town hall again.
And you hear a couple sniffles and just him kind of covering up any kind of emotion that's built up in him, and he's just like,
"Oh, okay. Who wanted gazpacho?"
and then you head back towards the town hall.
All of the kind of older women in the crowd, I immediately like circle in on him and are like gossiping, like, "Who was that?
Oh,
like that was so hot! Like, handsome young man."
Maybe there's some money changing hands.
yeah. Who won the pool? Like, who was going to kiss Trovus first? It turned out to be no one in the pool.
One of the old ladies is pissed. She throws her soup down and just walks away jealous.
Yeah.
So, Flight,
she had wanted to set him up with his grandson or her grandson or something.
Yeah.
As you open the door, Flight, you hear Ample say, "I don't think he's coming back. I don't think Flight's coming back."
Steven's out of the room.
No way in hell am I missing this.
All right, gang's all here.
You gonna be okay, Flight?
He just has this very determined look in his eyes. I have to be.
Oh, I turned it off.
That's the spirit, Flight. Oh, it's probably not somber anymore. Let's just go back to...
I love that reprisal, though. That's,
I know.
Yeah. Amazing. Great sound direction.
Oh, thanks. Okay, so, wait. Am I on? Yeah, I'm on Markham. Well, what is... Look, obviously the Frost Maiden is pissed. We don't know. She flies above every night, but like, what are we supposed to do? What's the plan, guys? We've got to start doing something, or we're fucked. She's gonna turn up the AC on this area.
I mean, don't you have plans if, like, the other towns were to, like, attack you all at once? Or, a bunch of the Regget tribes were to, try to invade?
Well, that's been the least of our worries.
Like,
and I mean, that's why we have the council.
This guy? Duvessa? Like...
What about her?
She's paying you, right?
No, she's still in her office. Well, yes. No. I mean, we never...
What exactly for?
What exactly for? What, you pompous little man? What is... I'm the leader of this militia, and I'm not incompetent. I'm just...
I'm Ample Derriere of the Waterdeep Derrieres.
Oh. Well, maybe this kind of attitude works in Waterdeep, but...
You know what works in Waterdeep? The militia captain.
Oh, my lord.
Bree takes a bag of mushrooms out of her bag, and she starts like eating them like popcorn as she watches this.
And are they all psychedelic?
No, of course not.
Okay, just some of them. Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is like in fact most of them would not be considered edible. So
just
Yep.
Yeah, but it's just like eating your own no, it's not like that.
No.
No, I'm not putting that on you.
It's not grown from her skin. It's like this. It's plants that are just growing on her skin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not bad. It's actually very cool. Everyone else is jealous. Okay, enough digging my own hole. What?
A lot of other people have eaten my boogers. If that's where you want to go with that too, and you've let that happen.
Yep.
Ample will say, "Why don't you sit down and take notes, Sonny?" And he'll turn to Dr. Lazarus and say, "Sorry, is Tom here? I don't want to say this in."
No, he said BRB.
Right. Oh,
yeah,
right, cool.
He didn't. He usually says back when he gets back. So.
Yeah.
Instead, I'll say the doctor had a plan already figured out 2 minutes after this happened. You've had 2 hours. We're going to dig trenches. We're going to build holes. We're going to fortify the entire town so that this is the last bastion of hope and power within 10 towns against the Frost Maiden. That was his plan. He said it 1 minute after all of this went down. What are you doing?
Well, I'm defending the outside gates. I mean, obviously nothing happened, but let's get Duvessa in here.
Yeah,
no, I've had enough of this.
Reasonable. Someone competent.
Ample, you just got here. Let's listen to the captain speak, maybe? Give him a chance to speak?
Well, look, I mean, he's right. I don't have a plan yet, but he's saying, like, it's obvious. Look, I'd rather... You say the doctor has these plans. I would love to hear from him. Please.
He's the expert.
And
Duvessa steps in, is like,
yes.
Ample, calm the fuck down. I gave you the information. I can give you some. Hang on, just calm down. The emotions are high. You guys, Markham is great, but doctor, you have a plan. Let's hear him out. I think all plans are equal. No one wants to die.
No one's going to.
So we have everybody.
everyone's back.
I mean, if we put everyone in one town, she can pick us off in one go. Look, there's many ways to do this.
Calm down, Markham. Lazarus. Ample says that you have a plan.
Oh, you gotta
I
get
have a
food.
plan. Yeah.
No worries. Well, do you want to keep arguing with Markham, or?
No, Ample will huff and sit down in the most important looking chair. And
that probably be. I don't know if this actually has a chair. If this is just like a
it's just a podium. Otherwise, all of them are just kind of there. But you can go at the far end and stand behind the podium.
That's probably where he would stand if he wanted to look the most important.
Or maybe just go. You just sit you pull yourself up and sit on the podium or something.
I'll sit on the podium, absolutely. Even start lounging on it after a few moments. And I will make it a point to not speak anymore until I feel necessary.
Hey, sorry, no, just check in. I'm fine with it. Just Markham is just giving you
all
some
good.
pushback. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
Ample wants to be an absolute bitch right now, so he's just going to refuse to speak.
Oh gosh. Okay. Well, Bree, what are you up to? What are you thinking? You're just chowing down on little morsels.
Yeah, she tried to put a little bit of a damper on Ample there for a second because she thought he was getting a bit too
good call.
Too spicy there. She's just kind of waiting for Lazarus to speak at this point. She doesn't really have anything to add on to the plan that he has. So,
where did I miss?
Ample is making fun of the militia captain, saying he's totally incompetent, and you have a plan.
Because get this. You had a plan about a minute after all of this went down. This guy's like, what do we do? What do we do to get ready for large groups of people to be defended in our town? He's the militia captain. That's why I'm being mean to him.
No, yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, you're explaining to him, yeah.
Stephen will walk back through the door because I'm just going to assume that Stephen wasn't there. So I will just stand there in NPC mode, waiting to be back. I have a plan. Half decent one. At least give us a little bit more in survivability. There's no snow around us. We take the time to dig trenches now while the ground is softer. Near the gates. If my son's able to bring back his forces, let them in, no questions asked. They will provide front line. They will help train your men, who, as far as I can see, were terrified. If they're terrified, they'll die. Being afraid is good. It tells you when to run. Being terrified, well, you're going to die on that battlefield.
Perhaps it's time for a conscription for any able men and women to help us.
I agree. If I could also get some form of state of some of that metal that was retrieved, if we can pull some of that into some working, maybe some siege equipment. Maybe something to give the bars of the doors a little sturdier. I have a good idea for a welcoming committee. At the gates, we find as many cannons as we can, and we line them at the gates. If we can get them on carts, we can move them to whatever wall is about to fall. Once they break down the gate, well, good morning, and a barrage of cannons comes. If I can set it up on a strong enough cart that can pull it around, we may be able to use that as a form of buster. A few things else we can work out.
Literally what I was going to say.
Flying enemies. We know the Frost Maiden flies overhead every night, and she's bound to do something from above.
Yes, actually. Ballistas. We can take ballistas, put them on the turret roofs. We get as much chain as we can.
Amazing. My father always said, put it...
No, you go.
My father always said, put a crossbow in a man's hand, and you teach him how to shoot. It's as simple as that. Bows need precision. Crossbows just need a trigger finger. So yeah, we can absolutely put like normal ass people on these ballista if we need to.
We will have to get some of the... it's not a bad idea. Ballistas. Now, hang on. Settle a rumor for me. How did you defeat the dragon again?
sheer firepower.
Someone told me that you were flying around.
Yes, we were in an airship
What?
of some description.
What? An
It's very-
airship?
it's a very
Someone said
strange-
it was a snail.
It's an interesting contraption.
Oh, right, Elkin told her about that.
Well, probably just a lot of people saw it during the battle.
No, Elkin. Here's what Elkin said. They got into big shell and they fly away.
Okay. Yeah, then you probably did. Perfect Elkton.
Yeah, he said that to anybody who stopped him as they and he
Right.
Springsteen and Dave made their way back to Lonelywood.
Nice. Okay.
Well, I don't know if that would be helpful. I'll let you plan.
Well, that's another thing I wanted to ask about. Where is Orion and where are those gnomes?
I don't know. They should have been here by now. If they
That's
were
funny.
coming.
I'm not trying to Deus Ex Machina, but had you not brought it up, he would have entered like any second now. Actually, yeah.
So dramatic.
The front door like opens right as you're saying that, and he just peeks
Speak of the devil.
and is like,
What, the devil? Oh, I have the bad voice.
Let me
I
fix
can't
it.
understand him at all.
I know. I was
Yeah,
like,
me
oh, he's
either.
got the bad
Whoa.
voice. I'm switching it. But anyway, he comes in and is just like, well, were you guys talking about devil stuff? Someone said my dad was in.
No,
Oh,
we were
Dad!
no, as a matter of fact, we were just talking about you.
I'm no devil. I'm just a
you're
regular
a-
old manager.
Ryan,
Well,
perfect timing.
you didn't happen to bring those guys with you, did you?
Hang on. I'm almost there. No, I didn't. I've got, look, they didn't want to come. They're still working on their ship. But look, they sent me with a message, and that message is, don't open that thing. There's the freaking blob of melted faces is in there.
Blob of melted faces. Do I recognize what that might be?
Sure. Give me nature.
Would I also be able to see if I know if that
Sure.
triggers anything?
Yeah,
Old
sure.
adventurer.
I'm rolling nature. 17.
Ooh, and Dr. Lazarus got a 21. It's a gibbering mouther, which you probably
Yeah,
already knew,
that's what I was afraid of.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, this needs to go in the ocean.
Well,
What's happening?
Could we not
What?
use it in some way?
I don't want to
Actually,
use
yeah,
this. What are you thinking?
Yeah, that's the problem. Is if we use it, it becomes a problem for us not long after.
True.
they gave me the combination, but they
I mean, it
warned
might
that
not. They could kill it first.
whoever opened it would be in trouble.
Sounds like Plan F.
What's...
The
Where's...
fuck?
Yeah,
Well, yeah.
annihilation, 10 days.
What? You brought me down here to be annihilated? Guys!
Well, no. What?
You would have been annihilated wherever you were.
Hey, come on. No. What? Come on. I've learned.
The Frost Maiden wants her dues. We're gonna make a stand here.
Oh, and you thought of me. I thought I wasn't supposed to fight anything. I'd be honored, Dad.
I need you at your brother's side this time.
Yep,
Oh,
Halligan is coming
Halligan's
back
here?
with his... Well, he's coming back with his troops.
Oh,
Yes, Halligan is here.
oh my gosh.
Well, he'll be back.
It's been a
Fuck.
while. Wow. It's a whole reunion. Whatever I can do. Although I'm gonna have to get back to the ramshackle. I left. Dredovex said that he knew how to use a cash register and check out the keys to people. I just don't know how open people are gonna be to renting rooms from one of those things.
They helped us kill the Chartland dragon. I think they'll live.
Well, I think they'll live. I worry that no one will want to rent rooms at the ramshackle anymore.
No one will want to live there.
That means
There won't be a ramshackle after the next 10 day if the Frostmaiden has anything to say about it.
Oh, jeez. Well, what did I miss? Fill me. I'll just listen. I'm glad you called on me, and I'm happy to be part of the team. So what's going on down here? People are
As you might have
scared.
noticed, a bunch of those things that you remember those that thing with the weird light for a face.
Beamers!
Oh,
They're called beamers.
roughly right after we died, right?
Right after we died, yes.
Yeah, I remember that. That was no good.
Yeah, about 30 of them showed up at Brinchender.
Okay, that's no good.
Oh yeah, and they delivered an ultimatum as to, well, it wasn't very clear, but basically they wanted us to resume the sacrifices or else.
Hmm.
And obviously we're not going to do that, so here we are.
Don't let my mind get running. Else could be any horrible thing. Let's stop them. Look, I'm sorry. Like, hang on. I'll just listen and catch up with what's going on. You don't have to stop everything for me. I just got here. It looks like you had something going. I'm just gonna stand in the corner and listen.
Very good.
Okay.
Actually, perhaps you can tell us what skills you have to offer. We originally brought you here to potentially be a shaman, so you must have some sort of ability to charm.
Oh, I can sham. They call me the Sham Wow.
Nope.
That's a really great title. Yeah, we should absolutely do that. That's your new title, Sham Wow.
Wow. Thank
Steven
you.
shaking
That's
his head in the background.
Halligan's gonna love it.
Oh, I would hope. He wasn't a big fan of me before, but that was a while ago.
He asked for you specifically.
Did he?
Yeah, don't.
Uh-huh.
Like, no, this one Steven goes, yeah, no, he didn't.
Oh, yeah, I didn't think he did.
You know your brother.
But
Things
no, I can
between-
feel.
Are things between you guys a bit rocky?
It's not whole. I mean, he was doing his thing, and he wanted to just make calls and be the shot caller, and I was more interested in doing my own thing instead of just doing what he said, and so we kind of disagreed, and I headed my own way. But I feel like I kind of grew into myself as I was gone. I mean, I almost died on the mountain, and it really made me rethink a lot, and try to hone my skills. And as Dad had pointed out, I'm a healer at heart, and I should really try to utilize that. So I became a manager.
Okay.
Pretty cool.
Good to know.
Yeah.
It seems like you're a family full of leaders. How about that? Okay.
Oh, I'm not a leader. It's whatever.
Right,
You're just a manager of people, right?
Middle management or upper management?
No, I just don't look. Well, I run the ramshackle. I mean, I just was plopped on my lap, but.
So middle management then.
Well, right. I think you guys are the owners, so I report to you.
Wait, I'm an owner?
Oh, maybe
Fantastic.
I think Lazarus is the owner, technically.
Get me a drink.
No, I'm off duty. I'm not working right now, you guys.
Exactly, and Professor, you said that you're asking if that ship could be utilized again. It might be, given enough time. But I think its pilots are going to need some more resources, which the iron shipment that we brought back might be able to help with that, but I don't know to what extent. Which is why I kind of wish they came here.
He says to the sky.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Nope, sorry, they've got their own minds. They don't want to come. They're doing their own thing.
No, I was just curious. I've never seen a flying shell, so. And I owe someone $50 now if they ever find out. So. So, okay, back to topic. Plan A, Plan B. What are we doing?
Well, I think Plan B just walked through the door. The code.
The code you asked for?
Plan B is we deny, and we area deny.
Wait, what did you say?
Area deny?
Deny what?
Plan B is open up the, use the gibbering mouth, and now we can use that.
Oh, yeah, if you wanted to use it for something.
They might end up being able to kill it first, and if not, then maybe it'll be weakened enough that we can take it out. And hopefully not get absorbed into it in the process.
Exactly. But I need to know that code first.
They
wrote it down on my arm.
Wait, they didn't want us to open it. They didn't want us to open it, and yet they gave us the code for it.
Well, no. Well, they just. Yeah, sure. That doesn't make sense. There's.
Give us the option.
Yeah, they just they wanted to warn you that it's dangerous, but be careful because it's. I mean, normally. They were talking about they put it in this chamber and blah blah blah. They don't ever usually type the code in, but if you wanted to, so be it. Your own risk. The code is.
I think it's a 4-digit code, so it's.
You can just say I know it.
He's
or
like,
we know
don't
it.
do this thing. Here's how you do that thing.
Yeah.
This is more. Stephen probably would say this is probably more Plan W, but.
Yeah.
Knowing I feel like knowing the code is a good thing. But if we lose, everybody's failing. Well,
you said they wrote it on his arm. Does that mean he has like four alien symbols like tattooed on his arm or something now that like is never gonna come off and it's like glowing purple or something?
Yeah, wouldn't that be funny if it wasn't? Oh, I guess because they're not numbers. There was weird dots. So yes, exactly that. Yeah, it's just this series of weird symbols
tattoo now
that he's got like burned into his arm. Although it didn't.
It's like his veins are a little bit like purple now. Like you don't know if it's something good. I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud.
Yeah, they gave me this tattoo and said it was related.
It's kind of itchy.
Neat.
Kind of stings.
Lesser restoration.
Probably a good idea.
Lesser restoration. Drink this.
Ooh.
And just, I will cast lesser restoration. I figure one thing, but I want to do it.
Yeah, no, I mean it.
And if anyone, if
the tattoo
the code from his arm
doesn't go away, but yeah, I mean you can see a lot of the scars that came from it, and some of the burn on his arm kind of heals up.
Thank you for spending a spell to make my joke happen.
cool. Then,
Now is that too.
Flight's just gonna say, and I guess other than that, we should just focus on trying to gather supports where we can. You guys can build the trenches and get everything going for Plan A. Is to, entrench Bryn Shander, make sure it's ready for a siege.
I'll get to working on the machines.
I'll gather the
goblins. The sooner the goblins can get here, the sooner we can get them working the siege engines. It seems like they've got a bit of a hand at making shit like that.
Oh, gibbly gobs. I believe in them.
Mm-hmm. Also, get Ravison to help. She should be able to cast Mold Earth to help out. Any other druids you might have should also, if they have enough experience, should be able to cast that as well.
And I would put a call out to the other 10 towns and tell them that we are making ourselves a threat and therefore a target, but also we're making ourselves a weapon against the Frost Maiden, and therefore they should send everybody who's willing to come and help us do that. If now, not ever.
All right. Well, you heard them. Let's get these plans on the road. Markham, you get, I guess, the trenches built, accumulate some men, dig some holes. We'll start...
Get some druids on board.
Get some druids.
Bree, what about the giants?
That could be a valuable ally to have in this
That's
situation.
true. We should maybe go there and see about that. Where are they in relation to us right now?
They're along the sea moving ice, I think.
No?
Yeah, they were
How
out
far
by
away?
the sea.
Are they on the
moving
way?
us, so- to where?
To the prison.
Let me show you the overland map.
Good call.
And you can see where everything is. Because I think there was a misunderstanding of where Revel's End is compared to other things.
Yeah. We thought it was on like another one of the islands out on the sea, but that apparently is... Oh, now I see it. It's just like up like way far north on the coast of the Sea of Moving Ice.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So
I did not want that other music to start. Get out of here, time to travel. Okay. Yeah, so the Revel's End is along the Sea of Moving Ice, way, way north. What else is marked? Oh, yeah, that one. This is where they are.
Are they?
It's probably really tiny. It's the
Okay,
diamond
so it's
along the
kind
edge
of
there.
on the way. I think that would be something valuable for us to do. Would be to go talk to the giants. See if we can get their support.
Mm-hmm. Then I think our first stop should be Lonelywood, because if they're still repairing their ship, they might not have it done in time for them to get out of here before the Frost Maiden starts raining hell.
Is that on the way?
It's up north, and just along the 10 trail there.
If you were going to the Frost Druid place, it wouldn't technically be on the way.
So we're in Bryn Shander right now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, we could go... I mean, could we send a messenger to Lonelywood instead of going ourselves?
That's what we did.
They just did.
Yeah, but with more information, you know?
Yeah, I guess.
Yes.
I
kind of want to convince them that they're in real danger so that we can use their ship to get around. Because that will make things go a lot faster. Again, we're on a time crunch.
There's something that could help us do all of these things. Splitting the party. I think Laz, goes to Lonelywood with the iron shipment. I think Ample and Flight should go to the prison. and Bree should go to the giants. Hypothetically,
If we want to
and
split
to
the
accomplish all
party.
of those things, we have
No, I need to go with you to the prison as well because I have
because you
I have a lot of the spells that will help with that.
Not just that, but you have there's somebody there that knows something about what happened to friggin'
Right. I forgot about that to V.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Well, and I mean, technically going to
name.
Lonelywood is along the roads, that's fine, but like the other places you'd be going through huge spans of tundra and things could attack and it might be more dangerous to go along.
That's why I want to use the ship.
Yeah, that's true.
So hypothetically, then we go to Lonelywood first, try to get the ship, then go to the other two places.
Yeah, but we're gambling on if they're going to help. They already didn't. We already told them, hey, we need you, and they're like, nah.
Yeah,
but now that we're bringing them
have we
stuff.
really lost a lot of time if I don't know, because it's gonna take a long time to get to all of these other places anyway, and Lonelywood is the closest of these. So I think it might be worth the time investment if we do manage, especially if we actually do manage to get the ship.
And the prison job is now a little bit less of a...
it's that's the furthest one.
Yeah, it's the furthest one, and now it's a little bit more of a little bit less of a hassle because now it's less of a heist or less of a prison break and more of a deception to get him out with the false paperwork. So we might be able to do that in the time span that we have. And the giants would simply be a conversation. If they say yes, we're good. If they say no, we just leave. But I think we could accomplish all of this in the time we have, but it would be that the best solution would have to be to have that ship.
Tight if we don't have that ship.
That's right.
Yeah,
I'm with Flight on this one.
I'll say getting to Lonelywood, depending on if you bring the Shield Guardian or not, because he's limiting you to walking speed. But it'd be 4 or 8 hours to get there along the roads, where the tundra is going to be tougher. But then if you have the ship, you could get things faster. So yeah, there's some things to decide on, I guess.
Yeah, because if they don't manage to get that ship repaired and out of here, then they're in deep shit with us as well.
Well, did they have problems with the Frostmaiden?
Not specifically, but if the Frostmaiden is gonna go ballistic, and because nobody's doing the sacrifices, then they're probably gonna get caught in the crossfire somehow.
That's right. Enemy of my enemy.
Exactly.
What's faster, our cart or riding our animals, or maybe sled dogging without the bulky cart?
Well, we don't have the pole one already. We already sent that one away.
It might be beneficial to actually leave the Shield Guardian here.
I figured that I wasn't going to bring him.
Okay. So yeah, if you're not bringing the Shield Guardian, I think any of those are going to get you at the same speed. It halves the speeds.
I have
So we can take the cart then.
Okay. So are we going to Lonelywood or not? We have 2-4. What do you think, Tom?
Personally, I think it's worth trying to get the ship.
Away.
Oh, did he
I think
just...
he's
go?
unmuted.
No, I'm right here. It's because
I think we should.
Steven's thought process is to armor up where we are, but I see the value. I see the value. I'll go with Flight on that too. If it works, it works. If it does, if they say no, Steven's probably going to want to go back to Brinchander and armor.
And then that might also leave us. That'll leave us time to prep more for perhaps making that Sunstar thing. Maybe it'll leave us time to go find it. Maybe we could try and find.
I have a plan.
Allies. Okay. Maybe we could also try to the Dwarven Valley.
I definitely think we should prioritize going to the Giants early on, though, just in case we do get their help, so that they can get to Bryn Shander.
Mm.
And I think we have a good chance of getting them to help.
Well, they're frost giants, right?
Mhm.
Yes.
Do they worship the Frost Maiden?
That would be my concern. That's what I would think. They're
The
frost giants.
the frost
one
giants
that we talked to didn't really seem to. At least I don't think they did. Or she did.
Is there some kind of knowledge check that we can roll
Yeah.
for that?
Sure.
We need to get off of the overland map, though. We need our tokens, I think.
You can still hit C and get to your
Can you?
character sheet.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Good. Never mind.
Hold on.
Okay.
Okay.
So what kind of roll would that be? Like history?
Where do we think the giants are?
And a
What'd you say?
religion check?
Oh, yeah, yeah, that makes sense. Religion check.
Where do we think the giants are on the map?
No jack shit.
So
I was not a giant to begin with, so I don't know.
Could I do a history check?
Huh?
Could I do a history check to see if my character knows something that my body and mind does? Could I
About
just
like
say that like that?
if they worship the Frostmaiden?
Yeah. I like Andrew has some knowledge that I would like to interject, but only if Ample knows it.
Oh, okay, sure. Yeah, roll. Yeah, that's pretty good. What do you know?
The Frost Giants were here generations before the Frost Maiden showed up. They might have the same name, but I don't think they're as connected as you might think.
Okay, well, that's good to know. Then we should definitely go out there and try to get them to help us. They would be a huge help. Pardon the pun.
A huge help.
I love it.
Yeah.
So, if we got... All we're going to end up doing is split. Apple's right. I hate agreeing with Apple.
Mm-hmm.
If Light and Ample go for the ship, you and me could go to the Giants.
And then you guys could meet us at the Giants.
If they get the ship. If not,
I would agree with that. That's splitting the party less.
And then we can head to the prison together as the third job.
Let me
Yeah.
check something real quick.
Yeah,
Sorry,
because
Alex.
hypothetically, in the meta sense, like if both halves of the party are traveling a couple days to their destination, that's going to kind of line up well. And then if we are doing scenes during a session together, it's all going to be happening at around the same time.
yeah.
Canonically, if we're in Lonelywood and they're with the Giants.
Yeah, it's just that the Giants are much further away than Lonelywood.
Yeah.
Sure. Sure.
They may pick us up halfway.
Yeah, that's true.
Maybe we can say that Flight and Ample have to stick around for an extra day for something. I don't know. Doesn't matter.
Or you guys can pick us up on the way.
Yeah. If it works. If it doesn't work, all we're doing is wasting time. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
If it doesn't work, then we can meet up at the prison. You know?
I think we'd run out of time. On foot, we'd run out of time. We wouldn't make it back in time. We need the ship to be able to do the prison part.
It's going to be interesting. Exactly. If we get to Lonelywood and they say no, and then Flight has the choice of going north or south, this is dramatic. I love it. Say that again.
Or west, you mean, to the Giants?
No, west, to the Giants or north to the prison, because Ample will have that piece of paper that can get his father out of prison. So it's going to be up to him.
Yeah, I guess we'll cross that particular bridge when we get to it. But
Yeah,
we definitely,
I love it.
We want that ship. That ship is going to be instrumental if we want to get all of the support, to get everything in place that we can to prepare for this siege.
Hope for the best, plan for the worst.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'd say,
for sure.
I'd say the worst, the plan, if you guys fail, is to you guys go back to Burnchander and start making your way towards the path we would take. Try and maybe meet us
We
halfway.
would probably just circle around Marriage Weldon at that point.
Well, I wouldn't want us to miss each other. We don't have like oh, passed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If we started turning, if we either got there and turned around before you guys made it there, there's a good chance we could miss each other. So the follow the same path would be the least
Then
likely
perhaps
for
we
us
should
to
just
avoid.
meet up back at Bryn Shander after X amount of
Yeah.
days.
Yeah, that might be easier.
Yeah.
Just to clarify a few things. I mean, not to change what your plans are. Just you don't technically need the ship to go to Revel's End. You could always just go up through the tundra.
Yeah, we don't, but that's going to take time that we might not
Right,
have.
but by boat
And we also
is
want
longer
the party-
than by foot as well. So it's going to be a slow
Yeah.
journey on a boat.
Mhm.
All right,
And then
so
what we would need the boat for is to get to Professor Scant.
Right.
And
That's true.
that might have to be put on hold again. Sorry.
Yeah,
Sorry,
if we're
Owen.
alive, we'll go to them.
yeah, no, but
Yeah.
Omen isn't going to be
Well,
bad.
yeah, I would
I think
say-
Owen at this point understands that, like, yeah, we need to live first.
Yeah, I would say that even the prison as well, which sucks, might need to get like if it's absolutely necessary, might need to get put on hold until after.
if we don't get the ship, yeah, certainly.
Yeah, which sucks, but I don't see how we could do that
I
and still have
think-
enough time to get everything ready.
But I am thinking that my logic is sound and that they will listen to that because I don't think they want to get in the crossfire of a winter goddess.
What happens if they just run though?
Can they?
The Ceramorphs?
There's
Their ship
Yeah.
functions. They can get out of the area.
I don't think they can
I
get
don't think
into
they can. I don't think
space
they can
though.
shift. Yeah, I don't think they can get.
But I mean,
don't
they
think
can
it's-
get
I don't
away
think
from
it's space-worthy
10
yet.
That's-
They can get
yeah,
away
that's
from
true.
10,000 and
They can get
repair
away from 10
somewhere else.
towns, but
True.
yeah.
Let me chime
won't
in.
allow that.
They weren't so much opposed to coming down and helping you. They just were more focused on trying to fix their ship. So I don't think it's.
So I definitely think we should go then.
Yeah, I think we can convince them to help.
And I don't think we need to. I that makes me more sure. I don't think we need to split the party. Then I think we can
Yeah,
all just go to
yeah.
Lonelywood.
I
let's
think
all
getting
go to
Dr. Lazarus
Lonelywood.
to Lonelywood is a
all-
good idea.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
The
Yeah, and
aliens
getting-
are focused on fixing their ship, and you're
And I
the
know
best
their
person.
I know their technology.
Yeah, so we need to get you there to have the best chance of getting the ship. So we're putting all of our eggs in the Nautiloid basket.
Well, let's not
Because
waste any more
that
time.
seems like a viable strategy.
Yep, let's head out
Uh,
right away.
Squiddy, fishy eggs.
I don't think we can wait until night.
Agreed. I say we head now. Just the four of us. We take out the.
It's already been such a long day.
Should we say that we had a short rest while we were discussing?
Yeah, that's cool.
Okay, great. Because I just want to get my wild shapes back,
wanna
which
get
I
your wild shapes back?
believe. Yeah, yeah.
An hour or two, though, but
I actually need to go. So
Oh,
worries.
yeah, it's late.
it's getting
yeah,
close.
Great,
yeah.
it's,
Great time to
it's-
end.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we can cut it off. I mean, you can go. We're not going to do anything crazy. I'm going
Uh,
to figure out some travel
before
time
you
and get us
do-
there. But yeah,
I'd love to chat with you guys just quickly after the session, but yeah.
Mhm.
so from
I'm not in a rush.
Good stuff, y'all.
and you're
Amazing.
meeting the. Oh, see ya. Have a good night. We'll see you
yeah.
next week.
Yeah. Bye bye.
See ya. So yeah. What were you guys saying? I'm just figuring out travel times here.
I think Ando wanted to talk to us. Is it about your campaign?
Yeah, I just wanted to see where everyone landed on stats, and I'm pretty sure.
Oh, I haven't
Flight
done it yet.
and
I took a
Laz,
picture.
no worries.
Do you want me to roll stats right now in front of you? I can do that. I have dice.
I'll redo it too. I don't mind.
All
That
I
could be fun.
want is an answer specifically to the question: what is your favorite way to generate stats?
If I'm not doing point buy, I usually do the method that Flight talked about, where you roll like 3 different options and you choose the one that you want. Like you roll like the 46, take the top 3, and then you do that until you have 3 separate stat sheets, and then you pick the one that you want. But I'm fine to do point buy as well. Or one of the ones that you mentioned. I haven't had a chance. My week was hella busy, so.
Would you say that the 3 and 1 choice is your most is your favorite? Is your most
Yeah,
joyous?
I would say that would be my
because it
favorite.
gives you chance, and then it gives you the personalization.
Yeah, because none of them are
make it
going to
fit the
necessarily
character.
be good either. Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Great. What about the other 2? What about you other 2?
I'm not sure. I mean, whatever
Omen,
you
Alex.
think I should do. I had just done point
Yeah.
buy for right now, but it's whatever.
What
and I
is
can do
your
point buy
most
too.
joyous? I'm not asking what you want me to do. I'm asking what you would choose if you were the only one choosing. This isn't. I'm not forcing anyone to do anything right now.
I
I
like
just
point
want to know
buy.
what your
Point
favorite.
Okay, I'm
buy.
still looking
Point buy is
for.
my favorite.
Yeah, point buy is definitely the more stable way to do things.
Sure. It absolutely, in my opinion, has its problems, but it is a good way to do it to get what you really want out of a character.
Yeah,
Rolling,
especially if we're only playing for like 1 or 2 sessions, right?
For sure, absolutely. Yeah. Well, I don't have a problem with any of the options that you guys have put forward. Do any of you have like a hard no around what anyone else has said?
No.
Then that's it. You do what you want. All of those options are now on the table for everyone to choose from. You just do what you find most joyous.
If I do end up rolling my stats, I will take a video of it and send it to you, or I'll call you and do it on camera because
I absolutely
no,
trust you.
I say that because I
rolled
am
all
one of those
20s.
people. I'm one of those people who rolled like 3 18s and but with the additions from like I am that person who accidentally does that.
I rolled well, and that's why I took a picture to show. I'll send you a picture because I rolled. I only rolled once, but I rolled well.
I love character generation, so I'm very happy to get all of these and chat to you about it and revel in the high stat rolls. But I absolutely trust you guys. Also, it's a one shot, so it doesn't really matter. And at the end of the day, if you guys manipulate your stats and cheat, that is only going to take away from the experience for you, not for anyone else, because no one else is going to know about it. So
for sure.
You know?
I'm bouncing back and forth between being a tiefling and being a kenku.
Cool. Heck yeah.
Yes. I think I'm going to go with tiefling, though, just for the night vision, the dark vision.
No, I'm not trying to co-op this or anything. I only bring it up
No, go
because
ahead.
I haven't cut the
This
stream
is
off
a
yet, and we're like
co-op
teasing.
game.
Do you want to stream it or? Probably.
Actually, I was going to talk to you about this on Tuesday when we connect. I would absolutely love to stream it, and I would absolutely be honored to have you hosted on your channel.
Okay, yeah, I'm into it. I wasn't gonna force it unless you asked. Since the stream might be like, what is this game? Yeah, I bring it up. But cool, yeah, if you're down with it, I'm down with it too.
Wild. Okay, cool.
Well, cool, guys. Next Friday, One Shot, hosted by Ample Derriere. Well, no, not by Ample, by Ando himself.
Thank you. We're gonna have a lot of fun.
You have a name for it or anything?
All Access.
All Access
is the name of this adventure. Yep, All Access.
All right.
All Access, one shot.
It's like a dungeon delve, right? We're trying to find artifacts.
So I have created. I've been making a system to generate dungeons like a Zelda dungeon, but randomly generated from dice. So basically, like all the things that a Zelda dungeon has, locks and keys, mini bosses, and like a key item. Like you can attach those to the dice and you roll them, and it kind of generates a thing. And then I've drawn around it to create a dungeon. It's the first kind of serious prototype I've made, and I want to play test it. And I want you guys to, take it seriously, but also try to pick it apart. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Right,
No, that
like
sounds
push
like a
the
lot of fun.
boundaries so you can learn from
Exactly.
it.
I want
Yeah.
to see what can be done and what can't be done. Who knows?
This is exciting. I am
Cool.
so down for this, like a good old-fashioned dungeon crawl. I'm excited.
Yeah, I can't wait. Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Good.
Well, we'll see you guys next Friday for that. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
shit.
Thank you so much for being open to it. I appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let me hit the closing credits. That's it. Cliffhanger. We got a new game on Friday before next week's game. Ando is hosting. It should be a lot of fun. I get to play for the first time.
Heck yeah.
I'm going to be a little
I'm so excited about
goblin
that.
boy.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, I have no
This
idea.
is starting to
my
look.
God.
This is starting to look like the Dimension 20 team. We have a rogue, we have a tiefling. Now we just need an elf, and yeah. What are you playing?
If our game feels like that, like
I mean, we've won
that would
already.
be my joyous thing. Yeah. If I could play a Zelda game created by Emily Axford, Brennan Mulligan, and Satine Phoenix, like that would just
That'd be so
my
great.
life story.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
If I could play D&D like that,
You
I would
can.
We'll
be
need to take
my life.
improv classes.
Absolutely, they're amazing. Of course.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, for sure. What are you playing, Tom?
I think I'm gonna do a human paladin. Never played,
Ooh.
and I've been working on a voice lately, so I was gonna try to do the southern voice.
Yes.
Okay.
Say, can we get a teaser?